Good evening or afternoon, everyone. This is the Rooftop Sports, and here I am back for some Mariners baseball. And I will be back, or I am back, as it has been a while since I have been here. As last time I think I was here for a game. Let me see when was the last time I was here for a game. It's been a really long time. I missed the entire Baltimore series and nearly the entire Mets series. My last game was on Sunday against the Rays, and now I am back for the Mets as the Mariners are in a dire need to actually win this series because Houston had just lost today. Now it's up to the Mariners to win this game to put themselves back on the division. They are now, and this is now my 52nd game of the Mariners season. And now I'm also trying to get my stream all lined up and ready to go. Just trying to find which one it is. And here it is. As this game is actually going to be on ESPN. And it's been a long weekend for me, and I do have a lot to say. As you did see on one of my YouTube videos that my softball tournament got canceled. And what's even more insane, the very next day, I went ahead and checked out the fields, and not only were the fields playable despite the long day of rain, but there were people actually playing. No reason to cancel the tournament, and not only was the tournament canceled, it was also not even rescheduled. The head of the league would not take the extra time to actually reschedule. Now, they do claim that they did take the due diligence and the time to do it, but they didn't. Now, I would tell you who the names of who they are, but I'm not going to do that as I am a player in that league. It's not in my place to expose names, and it's about protecting the reputation of the league. So it is not in my best interest to make them look bad, but I'll be looking forward to hear from Steve on what he thinks of this insane tournament cancellation that did happen. And I was devastated because I was ready to go. I was ready to compete. I was ready to compete for a championship. And the worst part of not even losing in the tournament, the worst part of not being able, the worst part of all of that, the worst part of all of this is that I didn't even get an opportunity, to close it, to even, what am I saying? I didn't even get an opportunity to compete. Like, I would rather lose in a tournament than have the entire tournament taken away from me. That's what I was really upset about. But now I have to somehow try to move on from this, especially when I did have the momentum. I had an 800 batting average and also an 850 on base percentage. Like, I was a huge asset to this team. I definitely walked more than I struck out because I never struck out. Also, I had extra base hits. I had 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run, and a total of 14 RBIs. I'll make it 15 RBIs in just 8 games. And if I was doing 15 divided by, I would be on pace for 303 RBIs. So that's how much of an asset I really was to the team. And now I'm just crushed that didn't even get a chance to finish the season. And the league claiming that they were doing their due diligence to make sure that the tournament happens, but then they came up with all these excuses not to do so. Jack Frick, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I don't think I've seen you yet, but in case you haven't, in case it's your first time, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification. Now, anyways, we got to get back into Mariners business. Today, we've got George Kirby going up against who's ever else with the Mets. It's going to be Clay Holmes. Now, his numbers are 9-6 with a 3.71 ERA, 101 strikeouts. As for George Kirby himself, he has a 3.71 ERA also himself with an 8-5 record, 90 strikeouts. He hasn't had exactly the best season so far, but he has still been one of our best hitters, best players. Game's about to be starting in about 10 minutes as the 4:45 or the 7:45 is the start time. I'm still waiting, Steve. I think he's going to be there right at the first pitch. And the other thing, unfortunate, is I don't even have any highlights for softball. Like, I just didn't even. I never got to it. I never got to any of the highlights. Just didn't do it. But maybe I can. Let's see what I've got. Might as well. But it is very unfortunate that the season just had to end and all the cliche you're hearing. So basically the league said, sorry, softball tournaments canceled, no reschedule. Sorry, see you next year. Yeah. I'm just going to say, sorry for me, just isn't going to cut it. It just won't. We did our part. Now it's time for the Mariners to take advantage. Oh, you're Orioles, Jack Frick. You're an Orioles fan. Got it. Taking 2 out of 3 and shutting them down twice. That's impressive. And now Mariners have just got to do their job. Predict the winner of tonight's game. I'm just going to have to say the Mets. I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be the Mets. Mariners just don't have their numbers in New York. They just don't. I mean, I'll look up the Mariners series. So the crazy thing is the Mets are actually 9-17 against the Mariners of all time. That's the crazy part. Last year, they were swept by the Mariners. They took 2 of 3 last time. In 2022 at New York, they lost the series. So the Mariners actually usually have their numbers. That's the crazy part. But I'm still going to say the Mets either way. Mariners and Mets 5-4 Mariners. I would say that's a pretty bold statement. And also my fantasy baseball team is just stuck in tie. 5-5 to 5-1. I have really been struggling throughout this for some stretch. Game's about to start in about 6 minutes. Now, here's the lineup for the Seattle Mariners. We got Randy Arozarena leading off, Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Eugenio Suarez, Jorge Polanco, Dom Canzone, who's actually brought his batting average up, batting .284, J.P. Crawford, and Cole Young. And now for the New York Mets, we got Francisco Lindor, Juan Soto, Brandon Nimmo, Pete Alonso, Jeff McNeil. We got Alvarez, Batty, Vientos, and Cedric Mullins. It's a pretty big lineup for the New York Mets. And still waiting for this to get started and get this show on the road. Yep, Lindor is absolutely one of the hottest hitters on the Mets. I would figure he's batting .255 right now, though. Sounds like that's the highest batting average other than Pete Alonso. So today is Little League Day, so they're playing not in New York. They're playing in a different stadium. So that's going to be very interesting. Wonder where exactly the Mariners are playing. Didn't even get to take a chance to look at that because it is Little League Classic. They're playing at Journey Bank Ballpark at historic Bowman Field. Wonder where that is. Journey Bank Ballpark. This is in Pennsylvania. So they're all the way in Pennsylvania for a game. Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Casey, how are you doing? Haven't seen you at all. And here he is. I got Steve-O. How are we doing?
No, we're all good, man. It's not bad. Not bad. You kind of interrupted me watching The Godfather. I mean, how dare you, man? Interrupt a classic movie for Mariners versus Mets?
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Anything else?
What I heard is this. By the way, is this game being played on a Little League diamond?
Yes, in Pennsylvania.
Why are they playing at the Little League World Series?
It's a Little League special kind of game.
That's cool. I'm glad that they're doing that. That's pretty cool. What's up, man? The baseball purist. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you, along with Casey and TK. Where's the Oklahoma City dude?
And where's the Houston dude? Where's everyone?
Where's the Houston dude? Yeah, where's everybody doing, man?
Oh, so speak of, so I think we have about 3 minutes, and then we can use commercial break if I ran out of time. But the softball tournament that was supposed to happen yesterday got outright canceled. No reschedule on the table. So we didn't even get to finish the season. That's the worst part of it.
That sucks, man.
That's the equivalent of a 94 strike right there. And we had a really good team. And here's more to it. So it was Thursday. It was like shining sun. It felt like the sun was just trying to fight the clouds and say, no, let Rooftop play his tournament. And then the rain just started falling on Thursday night. Then it was raining throughout the day, but it wasn't like heavy rain at all. Like it was like little drizzles. Like it wasn't good, but then it's like, I thought it was manageable. Then they canceled the tournament as of like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. So I checked out
was like a crowd of people like chanting, "Let them play."
No,
let them play. And then
I'm probably
give a thumbs up.
No, I'm probably the only person in the entire league that actually gave a you know what. So I checked out the fields on Friday night just to see like, okay, is this legitimate? So I looked at the fields. They're like a little bit damp, but when I took my shoes and like stepped on the grass, it didn't even like leak into my shoes. Then tomorrow got even worse. So the day that tournament's supposed to happen, first the sun's blasting my face. That's how I woke up, and I'm like, great. They basically canceled this for almost nothing. So I checked out the fields again just for fun.
So it was a non-rain out, right? So they just didn't want to play. Is that what you're saying?
It gets worse. The fields were actually being used by other people, and it looked like an organized game. So the city was like saying, no, you can't play, but somehow the gates were open for someone else.
Yeah.
So
you know what it sounds like? It sounds like they double booked, and I think one was willing to pay, and then the other one, since you know, that's usually how it works, right? Somebody greases the wheels. They have something they need to use the fields, and they was like, you didn't reserve it. Well, what if we reserved it with a little? And then like, yeah, okay, I guess that works. And so they tell you, and then they tell you, yeah, man, it's a rain out. It's a rain out. It's like, hasn't rained in like 3 weeks. No, dude, seriously, I know, man, it's a rain out.
It could have been like someone could have just spit on the field and they would have canceled that tournament.
Yeah. What's funny is that you went out there to check the fields.
I know.
And you're like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I know, and I contacted league commissioners like, hey, what gives? And he was at that point he just didn't care anymore. And he was just trying to say I was upset.
Yeah, of course they don't, right? They're just they're willing to cut short the season. They're like, nah.
And then they were like, oh, I know. It's like, but for people, but there are some out there. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that cares. I'm probably the only one that cared to that level. But there are
Probably.
people out there that like that. The bottom line is there were people that did clear their schedules. Like they told everyone to F off for this kind of game. Like if they were like, "Hey, can you do this?" No. Can you cover my shift? No. Can you do this? No. They probably some people probably ask for babysitters or grandmas or their parents to take care of their kids and watch just so. And then they were given the middle finger by the league. Now, obviously, I'm not going to give the name of the league because it's about protecting reputations, and I think it's inappropriate to just expose names.
I think you should. I think you should expose the league that took money to end the season short, to ruin your weekend, right? And to ruin the weekends of others that were looking forward to play, and then give you some bullshit excuse about the field when you know for a fact that the field was perfectly fine, right? So by exposing them, maybe they'll actually finally give you a straight answer.
By the way, Randy Rosarena just got hit on the first pitch, and that hit by a pitch was brought to you by SeatGeek.
Casey said sounds like Woodenville.
The only problem is my captain has a pretty close relationship with the commissioner, so my hands are kind of tied on that one.
See,
so I kind of can't.
Yeah, you can. You for sure can.
I at least put it on YouTube. Like there is a YouTube video of me like checking out the fields, but like, hey, it wasn't even that bad. And I have a part 2 where I go, what the hell? There's people playing on the field.
I can't believe they're playing at Williamsport, man.
They are. And now here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate.
And Randy Rosarena gets plunked on the shoulder.
And the pitch, low for a ball.
So are they? I know this is going to sound like a stupid question, but are they actually playing at Major League, like on a Major League diamond? They're not playing on the Little League diamond, are they?
I guess they had to like modify.
Which would be hilarious. Which would be super hilarious.
No, it's Major League. It's Major League size for sure.
That's good. That's good. I just had to ask that.
Also, in response to having that tournament canceled, I signed up for a different random tournament on October 4th, and there'll be more details after this pitch to Cal Raleigh. And now here's the pitch. And now here's a liner and fouled.
Softball in October?
They're still that, yeah.
Okay.
Because I haven't had one opportunity to legitimately go for a championship. My Tacoma team earlier in the year, we just weren't good enough. And then other team I wasn't allowed in the playoffs because I was just a sub and they wouldn't let me in for the playoffs, and that's gonna be low for a ball. Yeah, I was like basically there just to get them in the playoffs. But then by playoff time, they're like, oh, because you didn't sign up, we can't let you in.
That's kind of funny because they got the little tags on the bottom, right? And it says Cal Raleigh on the bottom. It said, would love to meet Larry Bird. That's pretty cool.
And that's going to be low for a ball, 3-1.
So let's see. Should the Mariners trade for Ketel Marte? Marte got 6 years and $100 million left on his contract. What do you think, the baseball heroes? God.
Now here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss as it hits the dirt, and that's going to be strike 2. At this point, no.
Wasn't Ketel Marte like really good like 3 years ago?
Yeah, he was like superstar. He carried the Diamondbacks to a World Series 2 years ago.
What happened? Did his production just fall off?
Yeah, I think it's age. He's getting up there now.
How old's he now?
Let me find out.
Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte. He's 31, so he's still got some time, and that's gonna be foul ball.
Yeah, he's over his prime. Pass.
But he was an all-star. Last year he had 36 home runs, career high.
I would have taken Ketel Marte when we had him.
And now the pitch.
See what I'm saying? Like
strike 3.
I don't think we should have got rid of him.
You don't think it was worth it for Mitch Haniger and Gene Segura?
Actually, I changed my mind. That's right. That was the Gene Segura, Mitch Haniger deal. That's right.
Gene Segura served his purpose, and then when the Mariners blew it up, it turned to at least J.P. Crawford, who at least was, as much as people have criticized him, he was still a solid starter. How about solid starter?
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Over his last year and a half, maybe not so much. offensive wise, but I would probably assume that throughout the course of his Mariner career, he's not gonna touch A-Rod numbers. He's not gonna be A-Rod good. But as far as like the last, essentially a shortstop since Carlos Guillen, probably the better. He's probably the best shortstop we had since then, which was a while ago.
Oh, two.
Which was a while ago.
And here's a ground ball, and it's gonna be double play ball. Throw to second, and the throw to first, and that is in time for the double play. And you saw You may have saw Randy Arozarena gave up even halfway, didn't even attempt the slide. He just walked off to the side, and you saw Julio not hustling as well. So what would you say, who is at fault for the cancellation of the tournament? The league for basically kind of weaseling out, or was it the city?
The league.
So not the, you don't blame the city for saying you can't play.
Well, who owns the fields, the city or the league?
The city.
Okay. Well, I would assume that the city is probably going to be the mechanism that you can grease the easiest because, for the most part, most city municipalities are crooked as a question mark. So I probably would start with there. So what city is it? Let's start with that.
North SeaTac.
North SeaTac. Yeah, of course they took money. Of course they took money. It's SeaTac, Holmes. It's SeaTac.
I
bet you that the league was also in receipt of something as well too, which is why that's why they easily canceled on you. And somebody else got the playing fields. Who actually got the playing fields, by the way? Was like another league?
I think it was some random league that I wasn't sure. I saw an umpire, and in order to access the field, you had to do a private reservation.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was there on Friday night, the gates were closed. So I couldn't even access the field. But then the next day, the gates were open and only one field was used, but the other two fields were not used, but they were clearly dry.
Right. See, that's the thing. When you guys were supposed to play what, Friday night?
Saturday morning. Okay. There you go. There's your answer. So I would say maybe it was
somebody got to them and just said, "Hey, listen, we need to use them." Are they booked? They're probably like, "Yeah." Well, how much would it take to unbook it and let us use it?
So you think that league had some? So you think that league had You think that league's had some kind of bribery in there?
I'm just saying.
Thing is,
right?
They're a 9 to 5
because
operation,
here's the thing,
so it's not like you could talk to them afterwards.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? It's always about who you know, not necessarily what times something's open and close. I've done it with campsites quite a bit. Campsites that had been booked for 6 months, and I ended up getting them. How you do it?
So someone knew someone.
Money does help. That's all I'll just say. Money is actually good for quite a lot of things.
Which, of course, the league wasn't willing to do.
Yeah.
And now the pitch
made it worth it.
And that's going to be a foul ball.
So North SeaTac, huh?
And it was the best team I ever played with because our loss differential was only 2.2. In years past, there were games where we just flamed out and had to forfeit, or not had a mercy rule thing. This one, we only lost by an average of 2.2. The pitch up high for a ball. That is 1-2 on Francisco Lindor. Mariners have a big opportunity as Houston really got blanked by Baltimore. And if the Mariners win, they should be tied for the division once again. Now the pitch. Now here's a fly ball to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And now, or line drive base hit.
That's
looked like a fly ball from the angle.
this YouTube account, the Mariners offense, snatching double plays from the jaws of run support.
The Mariners offense, snatching double plays from the jaws of run support. RGR21, one of my channel members.
RGR.
He gets the salute.
No, that's almost as close as RG3.
And now here is Juan Soto, the pitch. And that is a strike. Juan Soto, the biggest free agent last year.
SeaTac, by the way, SeaTac has been garbage since at least the late 1970s.
Now Juan Soto. Now the throw to first. Oh, it's going to be a pickoff attempt. And he gets him. He gets Francisco Lindor out as
Ooh, there
George
it is.
Kirby was able to pick him off.
And he picks him off. Seriously, right? Like, I lived in Federal Way for quite a long time, and SeaTac is just a hop, skip, and a jump right down Pack Highway, right? So if you know anything about Pack Highway, let me tell you, it's a scene, man. It's a scene.
Do you say it's worse than Kent?
Oh, without a doubt. Although Kent's got some scummy areas, especially when you get up on the hill on the west side as you're rolling out towards Des Moines, right there, that midway area.
Mhm.
Yeah.
East part of Kent is completely different.
Well, yes and no, right? Because if you go up on East,
Now here's a ground ball, and here is J.P. Crawford hustles it, throw to first in time, and that's going to be 2 away.
And if you're going down, I think Kent Kangley, as you're going out towards Lake Meridian, and you come into the wonderful town of Covington, Washington, which I believe is now a city, but back in the day it was a part of Kent. And they have this wonderful little housing complex called Timberlane. And if you know anything about Timberlane, that's not a great place at all. Out there by Flaming Geysers and Four Corners, and I lived in University Place, which is okay, but hated having to go up there. University Place is out there by Tacoma, right? As soon as you, right before you hit the Narrows, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is.
Brandon Nimmo's up, and now here is a comebacker right to George Kirby. Tossed to first in time, and that is going to retire the side. Pretty easy inning for the Mariners, and we'll get to the top of the second inning.
Yeah, dude, I remember playing baseball out in Ravensdale as a kid, which is a little bit past if you keep going out towards Flaming Geyser and stuff like that. And I remember, dude, that whole area of Covington was no bueno.
So probably a lot different than what I know now.
Well, but that being said, if you're taking the Benson Highway up on East Hills, you're going out towards Renton, it gets a little bit better.
When you get towards the Maple Valley area.
Yeah, Maple Valley's dope, man. Maple Valley's okay.
It's very quiet.
Playing out in Maples Valley, and there was the Maple Valley Country Club. I forget the street that's on, but I remember that quite a bit. Yeah, down on the Cedar River in Maple Valley, which is really cool. I actually enjoyed it down there.
Now going back to tournament, so the players I recruited were like a mixture of other leagues that I play. The crazy thing is only 2 of my church players made my cut. If I planted that church team into this tournament, they would have gotten demolished because this is like 2 steps ahead of the church league.
So these are hardcore softballers, huh?
A little bit more hardcore than my church goers. They're like, we're just there to have fun, and I'm the one like carrying the load. If there was like a wins above replacement, it'd be a well above 10 for that church league. Now, if it's like the Tacoma leagues, it'd probably be like 3 or 5 at most.
I remember playing in a softball league. I don't know. I had to have been 16 maybe. And my dad had a softball team, the Fred Meyer softball team, right? It's just a whole bunch of employees that worked at Fred Meyer. And they were in this league where they had like an A and B. And the A league was like where you had all your serious teams that were even sponsored. And then they played in the B league. But if an opponent had to drop out, then a team from the A league would come down and would fill. So the schedule would continue, right? So no teams had to forfeit. And I remember there was this team called the Poi Pounders, right? Like poi, like the stuff you get in Hawaii, the food poi. Anyway, it's a softball league where it's casual, but these guys had like matching uniforms and everything like that, and they absolutely kicked the shit out of us. It was, I don't know, I think we got 10 run. It was like a mercy.
No, it's gonna be popped up, and it's gonna be fouled.
Foul. Yeah, it was a mercy rule. Mercy rule killing. I think they had the mercy rule after like 4 innings or 5 innings or whatever the case may be. Yeah. It was a shellacking.
Yeah, let's hope that this time, like at this point, it's starting to become I just want to compete in a tournament. Now the pitch and the swing and a miss. Because the Church League is the biggest tournament of the year for me, and
I think one of my friends lives out here. University.
just to see it get canceled and not even get a chance. Now, even if I lose, like that's the thing. I'd rather have a chance to lose. I'd rather lose, but at least have it been competed than have
I got
it
you. I got
being
you.
done nothing at all.
I hear you. I hear you. But October though, that's
It's a bit more
that's,
risky.
that is a little bit more risky. But that being said, it's like
1-2, low
it's
for
October.
a ball.
Like you're gonna there's more chance of rainouts in October.
The league is more flexible with rescheduling, though. However,
Yeah, but I mean it's October though, so there could be a situation where you have like 2-3 weeks worth of rain, and now you're pushing it into November, right?
that's
so,
if they do. And fly ball and foul way foul, but it went way out of the stadium. You know,
was that Naylor?
that was Naylor.
Yeah, that was way out of the stadium.
And the
Yeah.
stadium does look like a lot like Shea Stadium too.
Yeah,
And
not
the
really.
2-2. Now here's a ground ball foul. Oh, I think it went off of his foot. So here's my stat line for the softball. In 8 games, I batted 800 with an 850 on base percentage. And
So the baseball purist says, create your own trophy and call the other team for a friendly game of softball for the title. That's like some old school SMU stuff right there.
it's an idea. Except the players I have on my church team, they're just way too casual. They're just there. As we're at 2-2.
Yeah, they're
Pitch.
probably there just for the camaraderie and having a good time, which is fine, which is perfectly fine.
And me and like 2 other of my friends were like, we're there to win. Because a little
So,
bit of a difference.
So, have you watched any preseason football yet this year?
Not even
that's
1
going on
second. Oh, here's a fly ball to right field and nice little basket catch by Juan Soto. And that's going to be
going
one out.
on. I'm not wrong to ask you about preseason football. I believe we're in the preseason, right?
Yeah, we are 2 games
Yeah.
in. There's going to be one more game next week, and I've been pretty much checked out.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just
fair
waiting
enough.
until the season starts, and I'll be like, okay, I'm doing it just because.
Let's hold on real quick. Let's go here.
And now here is Eugenio Suarez up to the plate as we've got 1 out. And now the
All right.
pitch. And that
All
is
right.
a strike.
So on Saturday, August 30th, Washington State plays the vaunted Idaho Vandals. Then they get San Diego State. Then they get
And the
North
101.
Texas, the Mean Green.
And swing and a miss.
Then they get Washington on September 20th. Boo. Colorado State. They get Ole Miss this year. Holy!
Are they going to be at Martin Stadium this time?
Let's find out.
Whereas we're at
Yeah,
0-2.
Yep.
And
Martin
the pitch.
Stadium.
Now here's a ground ball, and that could be the play, the throw to first, and that gets over the head of the first baseman
Wow.
Alonso, and now Suarez gets on base. I think that might be an error. That it probably should be an error.
Oh,
I
this
think
is
they're actually
excellent,
counting
right?
as a base hit.
So after Washington, we get Colorado State, Ole Miss, Virginia, Toledo, Oregon State on November 1st, then it's La Tech on the 15th, James Madison on the 25th, and then Oregon State again on the 29th. We play Oregon State twice in November.
Dude, I want no. Here's a fly ball to left center field, and running is Brandon Nimmo, or center fielder makes the catch, and that's gonna be 2 outs. But that's the thing. Like, I'm still bummed about how the Pac-12 just fell apart, and I know it was like USC and UCLA that perpetrated, but I still think UW could have stopped this whole thing. And they let their one stupid little run to the championship make them like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the Big Ten because we got to play Michigan. They had one lucky run, And now here's Dom Can's zone. Now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. That whole thing made me
Apparently,
hate him even more.
Apparently, our starting quarterback this year is he's a redshirt senior transfer. His name is Zevi Eckhouse. And
Now
then
here's a
Jackson
ground ball.
Potter is the backup.
It's gonna be play it first in time.
Jeez.
And that's
Fair
gonna
enough,
retire
man. I
the
had no idea.
side.
I don't think I even watched it down at Cougar football last year, but I was curious.
Well, they beat the Huskies in Apple Cup when the Huskies were like, we want to play in a more neutral site. We don't want to play at Martin Stadium. And then they somehow pulled a fast one. And they still got their asses whooped,
Right.
which made me very happy. Because I just have this weird, like, I just don't like UW. Just
The Huskies are starting a sophomore at quarterback. His name is Demond Williams Jr. And then their redshirt senior transfer is Kai Horton. And then they got like 2 freshmen. So there you go. I
Good luck
actually
with
care
that.
more. I care more about the college football season than the pro season. But that being said, I might watch a little Detroit Lions football this year if the schedule aligns. But it never fails, right? Because I always on Sunday afternoons in the fall, it never fails. The ex-wife always pings me, and she was like, "Hey, are you watching the Seahawks right now?" And I'm like, "No, what's going on?" And then she'll fill me in, and then of course I turn it on to watch the highlights. But
I'm trying to find highlights from a play that really it brought my I can't show it right now. It won't let me. Basically, it was a play where the Huskies prematurely celebrated and accidentally dropped the ball when they were trying to score a touchdown. It turned into a touchback, and I was basically saying this is why the Huskies do not deserve to be a championship contender.
Yeah.
I was basically trying to say they're arrogant and narcissistic, which I do think they are. I think it's a very narcissistic run school.
I
They think they're better than everyone. And plus, I went to UW, so I would know. Did not have good vibes there.
So it looks like Sam Darnold is the starting quarterback. Kenneth Walker the third. AJ Barner is the tight end. And then you got Cooper Kupp, Torrey
Old
Horton,
Cooper Kupp.
and then you got Jackson Smith and Jigba, and then Marquez Valdez Scantling. Really, that's not bad.
Now here we are back from the break. Bottom of the second, now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike for Pete Alonso. One of the players, Tokyo Joe, how's it going? It's going great. Pete Alonso was actually one of the free agents that some Mariners fans, including ourselves maybe, we did want Pete Alonso on the Mariners.
Not really. Dude, don't get me wrong. Dude hits a ton, but dude also strikes out.
Now here is going to be a base hit for Pete Alonso
But
as he's going to get to first base with a single.
But he's already got 28-100 on the year, so what do I know? What's going on, Tokyo Joe? Are you actually in Tokyo right now?
That just happens to be the name.
Because I think my brother just got back from Tokyo. And Hiroshima and Nagasaki and Nagano. Yeah.
He went to the 2 Ground Zero sites. Ground Zero cities.
Yep.
And now here is Jeff
they went to
McNeil. That
Nagano.
is a strike.
They went to Nagano first to go climb the mountains outside of Nagano, and then they ended up in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Just a nickname. Tokyo Joe's in Texas.
Why do they call you Tokyo Joe?
And now the pitch.
This year, Pete Alonso.
Now here's a fly ball to left field, and Randy Rosaran's going to let it drop in for a base hit. And now there's going to be runners on first and second with nobody out.
Well, there you go, baseball purists. That's good to see that he's actually cleaned that up because he was kind of a free swinger, man. That's what I didn't like about him. He wasn't really disciplined. Don't get me wrong; he could still hit a ton. So if he got his pitch, he would hit a ton. I didn't like him. I prefer more disciplined plate, more of a disciplined plate approach. I'll say Paul Mahler or Robin Yount or Edgar Martinez or Ken Griffey Jr. or Alex Rodriguez or
Ichiro
Derek
Suzuki.
Jeter, or Ichiro Suzuki.
He was a disciplined person in general.
Oh, for sure, man. He was Japanese, man. They lead the world in discipline.
You got Francisco Alvarez. He's batting .254 with 7 homers. And now George Kirby's in trouble as he's got runners on first and second.
You know who my favorite player was when it came to plate discipline?
Who?
John Allrood.
He was the master at getting on base.
Yeah.
Even on his down years, he was still getting on base.
I remember dude his Toronto days, like when he was
even
youngster.
better, huh?
Oh,
In the pitch,
he was awesome.
swing and a
My uncle
miss.
used to call me Tokyo Joe when I was a kid. I'm part Korean, so that was probably had something to do with it. Even though Tokyo is in Japan. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
John Olerud had a career on base percentage of .398. And now we're at 1-2. And the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. And it was really hard to strike out the guy.
There was a Korean kid that we went to school with for like 8 years, and one of my buddies called him Little Korea.
Little Korea.
Little Korea. He was awesome at baseball, though. That's why we got the nickname, because he was.
And now
really
here's
good.
a fly ball to deep left center field, and Julio is not going to make it. He's not going to make it, and that's going to score in Pete Alonso. It's probably going to score in another run.
Oh, Julio.
Julio, that was his one to get.
And that was his one to get. Dude, why is
now,
Julio lazy all of a sudden?
He's always been. Must I expose? Maybe I hope that video gets views again. When I made the Julio was lazy video.
Yeah, expose the truth. Why is he lazy? Did he get paid and stop trying? Is that what's going on?
Not. I don't think that's what it was. I think it's just who he is. I don't think he's all flashy boy.
Well, like I mean, if that was the case, he probably would have tried to slide or die for that thing. But let's see. Joey Votto was my favorite plate disciple. Yeah, Joey Votto was pretty good. Who's the dude with the White Sox, the DH that used to play with the Reds, and then he went to the Chicago White Sox?
With Adam Dunn.
No, not Adam Dunn. Number 14.
Tokyo Joe, I use an Easton. Now here is Brett Batty, and now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. And a Rawlings glove. Julio's having fun instead of getting in the zone. Yeah, I mean Julio is a very undisciplined player.
Paul Konerko. That's the name I'm looking for. Paul Konerko.
I didn't think he went to Cincinnati though. And now the pitch.
He started his career in Cincinnati.
Did he?
Yeah.
Paul Konerko.
Julio's having fun instead of getting in the zone. Yeah, I guess.
Konerko was in Dodgers and then Cincinnati in '98. Then in '99, his career took off.
All right, so there you go. Yeah, I knew he played for Cincinnati, so he started with the Dodgers. Okay, fair enough. Tokyo Joe is a film starring Humphrey Bogart. I actually did know that. Want to go over your softball equipment? All right, hey, are we playing the Immaculate Grid?
We will play Immaculate Grid because I know you love that game.
I do. It's not bad.
And it's a game where you really do have my numbers.
I go back.
Another pitch. Low for a ball. 867 or 868?
Let's go 867.
All right, 867. I'll have it ready for you.
Yeah. And let me know what the teams are.
There's no teams on this one.
All right. Fair enough. So
now we've
George
got
Kirby. So George Kirby could have potentially been out of this inning if Julio would have just fucking made that catch, huh?
And his sliding form was really terrible. He should have been diving rather than sliding.
True, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you wanted to be all flash, if you wanted to be flash, man, he would have dove for that ball.
Yeah, now you have
Giving
George
these
Kirby
kids-
just
Giving these kids something to cheer about.
Mark Vientos is on deck. And now the pitch. Now here's a liner, and that is going to be a base hit, and that's going to score at least 2 runs. At least McNeil's going to score. And now the throw to the plate, and it looks like nope. They're just standing at third base, and it's going to be 2-0 New York.
So the baseball purist says that his bat is composite, and he's got a $70 Rawlings glove.
Rawlings
I used to have a-
point.
I played with the Wilson glove for years.
Whoa. Who in the world just messaged us? Pretty much.
There you go.
Whoever that is. No idea. And it looks like your feed's a little bit off. I don't even know if mine is off. Better check mine. Yeah, it is a spam TK. Of course it is.
There we go.
Oh, you got it back.
Yep.
Mark Vientos
Yeah.
up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that is going to be low for a ball.
Mark Vientos.
It's batting .227 with 7 home runs, 32 RBIs.
Championship. There he is,
Oh,
the OKC
there he is.
face.
Yep. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. In 7 days, in 6 days, I'll be going to Tacoma to watch the Rainier, so I'll get to watch a little bit of Harry Ford. And then on the 30th, I'll be watching Seattle Storm versus Angel Reese.
Ooh. Angel Reese, huh?
And they 2-0. Now here's a
on-
fly ball to center field, and this is going to score in another run. Julio is there and makes the catch, but tagging at third, and that means the Mets have a 3-0 lead.
On September hold on, let me pull this up. Angel who? On September the 14th, I fly out to Miami for 2 days to watch the Sounders play Inter Miami. This is the first time I get to
Watch
see
Lionel
Messi, Lionel Messi in person. So that's going to be fun. Go
And my other
Sounders.
favorite player.
Who's your other favorite player? Oh, Sonny plays for LAFC, right? Yeah, he just
No,
scored
not
his
him.
first goal. He just scored
No,
his
not-
first MLS goal last night.
I'm all
Who's
about
your other
Luis
favorite?
Suarez. Luis Suarez.
Oh yeah, Luis Suarez, Chomper. He's
And
known.
the handballer.
He's famous for chomping down on. I forget who he bit in the World Cup, but that was great.
Some guy from Italy. I thought
and then
my opinion was Italy has been known to provoke players a ton and really get into people's heads. I think Suarez was just provoked and he snapped.
And then in February of here we go. In February of 2026, on February the 19th, I take off for London.
To watch
Tottenham Hotspur playing the North London Derby. And I shelled out
We got-
$600 for my ticket.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Packers fans already accepted defeat on the Mariners. Game over, Mariners lose. Don't blame
That's
them for
funny,
saying
man.
it.
The Packers. Yeah, Packers fan 12.
I think he's a Tom, what's his name? A Tom Grossi referral, probably. That's what I assume.
Maybe.
And now the pitch. And now here's a ground ball right to second base. Cole Young hands it to second. And that's going to retire the side. And to make us feel better about this disastrous inning, let's go play
All right.
this game.
All right. So a 40 home run, 200 hit season. Ooh. Let's go Barry Bonds.
Nope.
Oh, okay. How about 40 home run season All-Star? Let's go Jay Buhner.
That's a good one. 1996.
Yeah. Let's go. 40 home run season played in the major leagues. Okay. Let's go. Who hit 40? Let's go. What's the 40 plus doubles? Oh, okay. I got you. So a 4,200 hit season. Oh, let's go. 40 Hank Aaron.
40 homer.
Yeah, sure.
I had a better one for you.
All right. So 40 plus. What is that? 40 plus double season.
Yep.
What does that mean? 40.
A
30
40 plus.
All right, 30 plus stolen base season, Ricky Henderson.
40 plus.
30 plus stolen base all-star. Yeah, Ricky Henderson. Right there.
Ooh.
All right. Let's go. 40 plus double season. Ooh, damn. Let's go and played in the major leagues. Let's go Robbie Alomar. Nope. There you go.
Roberto Alomar.
All right. 30 plus stolen bases. Oh, let's go. Playmate. Let's go. No, right at the end, Vince Coleman.
Vincent Van Gogh.
There
You
you
have to.
All right. Let's go. Who's a 40 home run, 40 double, 200 hit season? 40 home runs, 200 hit season.
And I'll give you one more as JP's up.
All right, hold on real quick. Let's go. 40 home run season, 200 plus hits. A-Rod.
And now
Nope.
the pitch.
Not there. Not there.
40 home runs and 200 hits.
200 hits. Yeah.
And this is your last one. You got it. And you have a score of
336.
336.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I
And
got
now
stumped
yours-
on the I got stumped on the 40 double 200 hit seasons.
For 40 plus and played in major leagues, I would have said Brady Anderson,
Yeah, Brady Anderson.
the guy who got away with steroids.
Much like a lot of people got away with it.
And now the pitch.
What-
Now
what
here's
is
a fly
that?
ball to right field, and that is going to be a foul ball.
That's a nifty bat that JP is using.
Yeah, it's a very. I would think that bat would be more distracting than appealing. It is a little league heavy game.
Yeah, that thing is nifty, man. That's like a Rastafarian bat.
Now the pitch. Now it's going to be foul ball off the foot. Oh, and JP Crawford looks like he's in pain.
Ooh, right off his foot.
It was. The next one I am really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to it. And it doesn't have teams on it.
People say they know they can't believe.
Oh, it actually hit his balls. I hope he was wearing a cup.
Oh, he's fine.
Okay.
He hit off his thighs first. He's like, definitely don't definitely pull a Joseas
Adrian
Manzanillo. Joseas Manzanillo, I think also.
pitch. Now here's a liner to right field, and that is going to be a base hit. And
Didn't Mitch have a testicle issue with the Mariners too?
Yeah, Adrian Beltre, 2009. Oh, and Mitch Haniger too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Didn't Mitch have a testicle issue?
Yep. Is it crazy to be annoyed that Cal, with the best player, leadoff walked in a 3-0 count, 3 straight swings in the dirt, killed Mojo? Yep. I am not. It's not crazy to be annoyed at all. And now the pitch.
Yes.
And that's going to be a foul ball. Wait, no, it's going to be a strike.
But this is historically, I know that this necessarily hasn't been the case for the last 4, maybe 5 years. August actually has been one of their better months. But that being
Pitch.
said,
Now here's a ground ball. Gonna be a double play ball. Throw to second, and the throw to first. Not in time as Cole Young gets on base on time.
historically, August has not been a good month for this baseball team.
No, with the exception of 2023 and 2001 Mariners.
Historically, August has been one of their worst. Months.
Then would you say September is kind of like it depends on the situation? It just depends.
No,
It's
I mean
like,
September. Depending on the team and the mentality of the team, September has actually been a pretty good month. But most of the time, outside of 1995 and maybe 97,
2000 was also a good September month.
Yep, 2000, 2001. And then 2022.
2022, 2022, they were coasting. They were on cruise control.
Generally speaking, what happens is they're like usually 6 games out, and then they get hot in September and fall a game short.
The 1996 Seattle Mariners won 10 in a row because you got to love these guys would shove that down your throat. And then they didn't tell you what happened after A-Rod, Griffey, and Edgar hit back-to-back home runs. They're like, oh, wait, but then the Mariners got murdered by the A's with Mark McGwire's 2 home runs the very next day. Then they slumped in California, and then they pretty much didn't care to do anything against the A's after that.
I remember,
here's the 1-1. And the throw to first.
95. The Mariners had a hot September in 95, and then they finished the season in Texas, a 4-game series in Texas, and the Mariners took the first 2. And then we're 2 up in the division. Credit the California Angels because they rebounded in September. And the Mariners were up 2-1 to play.
Gonna be 2-2.
And the Angels beat the A's the final 2 games of the season, while we lost the final 2 games of the season, and it ended in a tie at the top of the division.
Fritz, you're not wrong. Your opinions are valid. And now here's a fly ball left field foul.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Which is why Cal actually has to be a little bit more disciplined in those situations. But that being said, I mean, can you blame the dude? I mean, he has had one of the best seasons ever, not just in Mariner history for a catcher, but also Major League in the Major League
Baseball, especially as a catcher. Right. What he's doing is unprecedented.
And I would probably assume that Cal might be pressing a little because he was red hot to start the season. And so the league is kind of adjusted, right? So he's maybe taking a little bit more chances than he possibly should. And it's just going to have to be a reminder that Dan Wilson
2-2.
And was it Kevin Seitzer?
Low for a ball, 3-2.
I would probably just say that they got to remind them just to be a little bit more patient in these situations and not necessarily chase the dirt, those type of things, because that's usually relegated for Julio Rodriguez.
3-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to be 2 outs. Now it's going to be up to Cal Raleigh to see if he can extend this inning.
Cal
Raleigh is having an MVP caliber season, but not so much in the second half.
Oh, by the way, that was a really good pitch right there. The Rosarina was fooled.
Rosarina and Julio, the 2 party boys of the team. Now here is Cal Raleigh up to the plate, the pitch. Now here's a liner and fouled. So many foul balls for the Mariners.
I can't stand party boys.
Yeah, favorite athlete growing up was Jason Varitek. He loves sushi. His favorite TV show is Severance. His favorite emoji is fist bump. And he would love to meet Larry Bird. And my favorite emoji is the skull emoji.
Yeah. My favorite emoji.
Now here's a throw to first. Not in time.
I don't have a favorite emoji, but my favorite player growing up is Junior. My favorite food is Mexican. What was the third one?
Favorite show.
Favorite show, easily The Wire. My favorite emoji, I don't have one. And the person that I would like to meet, I've already met him. And he was pretty cool.
I've met... My favorite player growing up was Alex Rodriguez and a little bit of Brett Boone. And now here is a pitch. And that's did he go for it? He did. That's going to be 2-2. Favorite food is Chinese food. Favorite
Not
show,
bad, not
Cobra.
bad.
Favorite show, Cobra Kai.
Not the Karate Kid, but Cobra Kai, huh?
Karate Kids were movies.
Yeah, I know it. Oh yeah. Okay.
As we're at
Gotcha.
2-2 for Cal Raleigh. And the pitch. And that's going to be popped up into left field. He's just forcing it. And he's going to be there, and he makes the catch. And
Yeah.
let's just go straight to Immaculate Grid because this is painful to watch. This is probably more entertaining at this point.
Pitch minimum game for only one team. Okay.
Oh, one team. Wow. I'll do Rafael Carmona. Oh, look at that one.
Oh, pitch minimum one game and won the Gold Gloves. Yep, Greg Maddux. Yep.
But that's a big one.
Pitched minimum one game MVP.
Don't tell. I'll just do this.
Yep. Played shortstop minimum one game. How about
Or one
UNSP
team.
Betancourt?
He played
about-
for multiple teams. Stop it!
Oh, okay.
Ozzie Smith.
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
Shouldn't have done that. Let's try Cal Ripken.
Yeah.
This is going to hurt. Played one team, outfield one game.
Oh, dude, you got the easiest grid, dude.
Carlos Peguero. No!
Wah, wah, wah. Dylan Moore did not win a Gold Glove. Yeah, he did, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. Ichiro, yeah. You're gonna beat me on this one. I had a harder grid, but played shortstop only for one team.
Trying to figure it out. Or play outfield with one team.
There's been numerous.
Yeah. I'm just greedy at this point.
Tulane. I don't think he played just one team. I'm trying to think.
Oh, watch this. This is gonna be funny. Well, it has to be with one team. That can't be Jeff Nelson.
No, he didn't play the outfield.
Screw it. I'm just too lazy. I'm lazy. Oh, 1% still. 185.
Ooh, and I beat you big time. And that's got to go with the oldies. Yeah. And that's the thing. I was going to say played outfield for only one team. I was going to say, what's his ass? Nope, because he played for the Mets too. I was going to say Willie Mays, but he played for the Mets at the end of his career.
As we
Duke
got
Snyder.
back from the break in the pitch, and that's going to be right down the middle for a strike.
Shit, you could have went with Larry Doby as well too.
My favorite pick was Rafael Carmona. Out of all people, Rafael Carmona.
Or you could have went with Edwin Hurtado.
I don't think he was a one-time Mariner, though. Guess we can find out.
Jose Pantywaist. Oh, you could have easily went with Ken Cloud.
Kenny Cloud. Lou Piniella was really hyping about him.
But Ken Cloud was awesome when he came up, but then he blew out his shoulder and that was it.
Well, here were some notables from many. From 97. How about Bob Wolcott? Something happened to him.
Bobby Wolcott.
Ball
I think
4,
he got
take
hurt
your
too.
base. You think?
I think he
Yeah,
got hurt.
because 96 something must have happened. Because when he started, he was actually off to a good start,
I agree.
and then something just happened. And now we've got man on first base. It's going to be Brandon Nimmo up to the plate, and that is going to be a strike. As we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Oh. I mean, we could have even went with Joe Jackson. Played outfield minimum 1 game. Minimum 1 game for one team.
As we're at 0-2, and the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball, 1-2. George Kirby's already at 40 pitches here in the bottom of the third inning. That just started.
You could even went with Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb. And now here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to be 1 out. Strike out Brandon Nimmo. All right, 866 or 865?
865.
You're going to have the Mets and Texas combination, Mets, Marlins combination, Yankees, Texas combination, and Yankees, Marlins combination.
Okay.
And the pitch.
I might be able to handle this one.
And that is a strike. I'll be doing some NBA games this season, no matter how much of a storefest that's going to be. But it is the idea to draw in more audience. And that's if the expansion news or Mariners, or not Mariners, Sonics updates are still alive.
Sonics update should be alive.
No, as in like expansion still hasn't died yet. Or if there's a team... Because if Adam Silver, what I expect him to say is, oh, yeah, sorry, Seattle, we just don't have room for you guys right now. Sorry. I can see that. As we're at 0-2.
Not unless a team relocates. I wouldn't mind having the New Orleans Pelicans / Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's going to be it's actually more difficult to get a team relocated these days.
True.
That's the problem. As we're at 1-2, and the pitch. Like, here's the thing. Like, I would have gotten, if I was a Seattle ownership, I would have tried to buy the Portland Trailblazers and just bring them over, because what does Portland really have going for them? Like Portland downtown is literally a no zone to go to.
They got the Timbers.
Well, other than that, as we're at 2-2, the pitch.
The NBA will never let the Trailblazers.
And they won't. I can see them trying. I can see the Pelicans being the most likely to be relocated.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, will the NBA be willing to do that? And yet, New Orleans has issues.
Yeah.
Like, they're in a hurricane pit. They are not really known for their basketball fandom. They're more known for their New Orleans Saints fandom. So what do they really have? Exactly.
Yeah, I got the, sorry about that. There's stray cats in my backyard.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Can't seem to shake them. It sounds stupid to me, but so does having no Sonics yet. But I was doing some research, and Adam Silver said that when NBA expands Seattle, Las Vegas, we'll get they're starting expansion this summer. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, I think they're exploring what that would look like with 2 more teams, because I think everybody understands it's going to be Seattle and Vegas, the next 2 teams.
The thing is, though, it's going to be owner of the Knicks, James Dolan, that's going to be leading the charge against it. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to right field, and here is Dom Canzone. And he makes the catch.
I don't think he's going to have enough votes to rally the troops, because I think there's going to be more teams that are be willing to do it, because it means their TV money is going up. Even with 2 new teams taking a piece of it, their money would go drastically up.
And the thing is, how could anyone take James Dolan seriously for a guy that chased Patrick Ewing out of the Knicks, got into a fight with Charles Oakley, had a scandal along with under his watch with Isaiah Thomas? How about
if by the way, if any team moves to Seattle, whether it's Memphis or the Pelicans, their team is automatically going to be rebranded.
Now here's the ground ball, can be double play ball. Throw to second. Oh, it's 2 outs already. And now it's time for the Immaculato Grillo.
The Immaculato Grillo. All right.
All right.
All right. Okay, so Texas and the New York Mets. Let's go Texas and the Yankees first, and let's go Kenny Rogers.
The man who attacked the cameraman.
Yeah. Kenny Rogers. All right. Played third base minimum 1 game. Let's go Adrian Beltre. All right. Let's go Marlins Mets. Let's go Mike Piazza. Marlins Yankees. Let's go Giancarlo Stanton. Actually, no. Let's go D Gordon. All right, no. Hold on. That's not that D Gordon. Who's the current second baseman?
Jazz Chisholm.
There you go, Jazz.
I'll give you Jazz.
All right. Marlins played third base. Let's go. Who the fuck was that guy? Mike Lowell.
I was gonna say.
All right. Let's see. Born outside the United States in DC. Let's go. Former Mariners shortstop Omar Vizquel.
For the third base.
Oh, excuse me. No, born outside, playing third base. Sorry. He didn't play third base. Let's go. He didn't play third base.
Omar.
He didn't play third base.
He did.
Oh, okay, there you go. Omar. Born outside the U.S. At 50, Ruben Sierra.
It's a good one.
All right. Born outside the United States in D.C. and played for the New York Mets. Francisco Lindor. Texas and the New York Mets. God damn it. Let's see.
As we got Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, how about Mickey Tettleton? Did he play?
No, didn't happen. But you got 203, which is pretty good. And now we've got Julio the pitch, and that is going to be a strike.
Mickey Tettleton, I think, played for the Tigers, not the Mets. God damn it.
Oh, that's a death combo right there for me.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Mickey Tettleton.
And now here's a fly ball to right center field, and that is actually going to drop in for a base hit. Julio's going to go to second base for a double, and he will be there standing. As now Mariners got company. Yes, he did attack a cameraman. Kenny Rogers attacked the cameraman while he was with the Texas Rangers in 2005.
Oh, you know what? I should have went. You know who I should have went? Either Carlos Beltran or Nolan Ryan. God damn it! That's right.
Man, I just realized I got Starbucks ice water this morning in my huge bottle, and I didn't even drink it until now.
Yeah, what's so funny though is like, so here's the weird thing: we actually retain the name, the colors, and the history, but it's
Now here's ground ball foul.
So they can claim the '79 championship even though they weren't around in '79, which is just total horseshit.
But, okay, how about this? If they claim our 79, we'll claim their 25.
There you go. Seems fair. Seems fair.
So technically, us Seattle are champions if we're going to go with that logic. We won a championship in 2025. Woo-hoo-hoo! The Seattle Supersonics are your 2025 champ. I was really trying to make a cute joke out of it.
Yeah, it was pretty cute. He said, "Ha, no."
That's why I can't be mad at you.
Right.
Hey,
so if the reverse logic, so if the reverse logic applies, then the '79 championship can't be yours either.
Everyone's like so cringy. It's a cringe joke. Of course, that's the point.
Yeah. By the way, Mickey Tettleton was actually one of my favorite players growing up. I was a big fan of Mickey.
You know what's funny? How would it feel? And there's a way to piss off both Oklahoma fans and Seattle Supersonics fans in 1 second. Have them dress up in Sonics gear. Because
And,
Oklahoma fans would be like, "That's not our colors, our team. That's
or
Seattle."
if it's Sonic colors, but OKC logo. Oh yeah, that would be shitty. But by the way, do you know who back in the day? You know what player who used to piss me off all the time?
Who?
Wally Joyner.
I don't know who that is.
I absolutely hated Wally Joyner and Mike Gallego.
I wouldn't know.
If that's the case, then can we claim a Brewers World Series if it happens this year? No.
No, because it's not shared history.
It's not shared history. They were the pilots. They were the pilots back in the day.
But technically, since Seattle has shared history, we can technically say we're 2025 champions. Technically. Legally. It's actually legal. It's actually legal to say we're champions.
I was never a fan of Walt Weiss.
Now here's Suarez in the pitch. Low for a ball. Who's your all-time favorite Sonics guy? I think you said like Gary Payton or Sean Kemp.
For me, it was the Rain Man and Steve Scheffler. And Robert Swift is pretty much up there as well too. I was always a Swiftie back in the day.
And the 1-0. That's Swiftie before Swiftie.
That's right, man. Name the high school he came out of.
Bakersfield.
Yeah, he came out of Bakersfield.
He was picked over Al Jefferson. That's the painful part.
Yeah.
And the 2-0. And that is a strike. My favorite Sonics of all time is Desmond Mason.
Desmond Mason.
The Cowboy.
I was kind of a big fan of Danny Fortson.
Yeah, the 6 fouls guy, and it actually worked. Yeah. And then they started giving him technicals right away. The 2-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
I was a big fan of Dana Barros, Tom Chambers, and Eddie Johnson. Even Michael Cage with his Jerry curl. That was pretty cool. I remember when Big Smooth got traded to Seattle. That was actually a huge deal.
Sam Perkins.
We traded Dale Ellis for Detlef Schrempf.
No, we didn't. Now here's a ground ball, and that's going to be throwing to first.
Right.
And not in time, but that moves Julio to third base.
Well, didn't Dale Ellis end up with the Indiana Pacers?
I don't mind sharing your history. I just hate it when NBA commentators always say that Oklahoma won a championship in '78. Yep, that's the thing. That's the crazy thing is us Sonics fans and Oklahoma fans are really not that different. We hate sharing history. We want it to be our own. So we do agree on something. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Ray Allen, huh? Well, Frank Chop actually used Ray Allen's name before. He said, we are not subsidizing Ray Allen's contract.
It wasn't Dale Ellis. It was Derek McKee. That's who we traded.
Traded for Detlef Schrempf, yeah.
Yeah, we had Derek McKee and Gerald Patio to the Pacers to acquire Detlef Schrempf. That's it. That's right, Derek McKee, not Dale Ellis.
As we're at 1-1.
By the way, man, I met Ray Allen. What a dick. That dude was a major dickhead. Like I met a lot of Seattle athletes.
Now here's a ground ball foul.
Easily
probably Ibanez. He wasn't that cool of a guy either. He was very uptight when I saw him.
The biggest dick was Mike Morse. Mike Morse was a huge dick. And then the coolest athlete that I met in Seattle was Matt Hasselbeck. Remember that tight end we got out of Notre Dame?
Now here's a line drive, and that is going to be off the glove of the shortstop, and that's actually going to score in Julio. And now that's going to be 3-1 Mets as the Mariners get on the board to make it 3-1.
Who is that? Seahawks tight end drafted from Notre Dame.
I wouldn't know. Zach Miller?
No. John Carlson.
John Carlson was a Notre Dame. It's too bad that his body betrayed him.
Yeah, that's who it was. Anyway, he was pretty cool. Hasselbeck was always cool. But by far the coolest dude I ever met was Kyle Seager. Kyle, I used to text with Kyle. for like a couple
Really?
years. He was really good. Yeah, he was really good.
Do you think that? Let me just. Well, now that you said, I'm just gonna text.
Yeah,
it
Mike
to you.
Morse. Mike Morse. By the way, Mike Morse came through the Seattle minor leagues. Was here for a couple of years, and then he left, and then came back.
I sent you a personal message. It's we're at 0-1. It's about my softball stuff. As that we got throw over the first and not in time. As we're at 0-1 for Dom Canzone. He was 0 for 1, and the pitch low for a ball, and that did he go? I think he did go. That's gonna be 1-1.
The crazy thing is that yeah, like I actually invited Kyle and his then girlfriend up to the house for barbecue because my ex-wife and I used to tinker around in her backyard
1-1.
with every material.
And here's a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit, and that might bring Julio or Polanco to third base, and it will. And the Mariners are continuing this.
Brett Boone's cool.
Brett Boone on here someday.
Yeah, I actually had him on my old show a couple times, man. Brett was awesome, man. Brett was really cool. And I think I asked him one night we had like a 3-hour conversation. I was down in Eugene at the time, and we were just talking about the 2001 season, and he spent like a good 2-3 hours talking about the 2001 season, which was awesome. I actually asked him about his major league debut as well too. Because he broke in with the Mariners, and how he felt when he got traded to Cincinnati. The crazy part was that I just said, "Hey man, are there just any questions that you just don't want to answer?" And he's like, "No man, everything's on board."
He was ironically traded for Dan Wilson and Bobby Ayala.
Yeah.
Ironically,
Who was traded with him?
Eric Hansen.
Correct. And Eric Hansen was the real deal too. I wish we would have kept Eric Hansen.
Didn't he get injured though?
He did, but when he was his 92 season with Seattle was actually pretty good. Yeah, no, man, I haven't talked to Brett in a while, but I asked him about the rumors.
Eric Hansen just flamed out after 93.
Mm-hmm.
And now
I
we
asked
got
him,
JP Crawford.
I asked him about the rumors, and he was
In the pitch. Low for a ball. Dave
He'll give
Fleming
you-
was the other good
Dave.
guy.
Yeah, Dave Flemwad. He had a really good rookie season. Then he got figured out.
He really did.
I
I think he was traded. I think he was traded to Kansas City for Vince Coleman.
So
And the
here's the
pitch.
weird thing, right?
Low for a ball. No,
Brett
it
will
was
give
for Bob Milwaukee or whatever his name is.
Brett will give you an on-the-air answer, and then he'll give you an off-the-record answer.
Oh boy. As
Yeah.
we're at 2-1 for
Brett's cool,
JP
though.
Crawford. Like to meet him someday. And I'm going to tell him the joke
That's cool,
that I
yeah.
was just 2 people away from getting his autograph in 2001 to sign my baseball, my helmet. And he left.
Cool.
2-1. And
They
swing
used
and
to
a miss,
do a,
strike 2.
For Mariners Care, they used to do a tournament up in, God, I want to say, it's up there past Newport High School. I forget the name of the country club up there, but they used to do a baseball tournament for cystic fibrosis every year. Newcastle.
2-2. That's gonna be low for a ball. Yeah, Newcastle
Yeah, that one.
golf tournaments for raising charity. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Jeff Cirillo. Oh yeah, Jeff Cirillo actually didn't he say that what his batting average was? He was gonna make that the beer price or something somewhere in
like that,
Newcastle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting is they used to have a Dave Valley beer night, right? So whatever his batting average, they used to sell beers for that at this
3-2.
at the King
Oh,
Dome
wow.
bar, like right across the street. There was like this little dive bar called the King Dome, or maybe it was Sluggers. I can't remember. But anyways, they used to have Dave Valley beer night where it was like if he was hitting only like $1.99, that's how much you paid for beer.
Josh Naylor, thank you very much. $5 and magic numbers 45 to get to the goal.
But the first time I met Brett was at that tournament for Cystic
3-2.
Fibrosis.
And that's going to be ball 4, take your base. And the bases are going to be loaded for Cole Young. What can he do with the bases loaded? I don't know.
Yeah, Brett got hammered that day. And I actually brought that up to him too. I was like, you and I actually have met. And he was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, you were at the golf tournament for Cystic Fibrosis like in 2002 or something like that, 2003, somewhere in that area. And he surprisingly, obviously, he didn't remember it. I was like, yeah, no shit, you're
Now
right.
here's a pitch outside for a ball. Was Brett Boone, was that like in the first half of 2002 when he got drunk?
I can't remember when that tournament went down. Maybe June-ish, maybe.
I can see why he struggled because he had a bad June. So it must have been that bad boozing.
Oh, he was just a party boy, man. He was a major leaguer. Let's go,
Cole Young.
He was a party boy.
As we're at 2-0 for JP Crawford. Or, I'm sorry, Cole Young, excuse me.
Yeah, how about a nice little seeing eye single right here?
Just anything, because a single will definitely tie the game. As
How
we're
about
at 2-0.
guys?
Oh, and that's going to be inside for a ball 3-0. And would you say red light or green light?
Green
Knowing
light.
Cole Young, you would green light Cole Young.
Yeah, why not? Give some kids some confidence, man.
All right, so that's all you're about. And now we're at 3-0.
How about
Now the pitch, and that's going to be a strike.
How about a dying quail? How about a dink, a bork?
If it happened in June where you met Brett Boone as a drunker, he was batting 192, so I guess that tracks.
What's funny is
and the pitch.
I remember,
and that's going to be popped up, and that's not going to do it. Lindor is there, and he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. Talk about wasted opportunity. Yep, it was a good pitch. And
I remember
it's time to play this.
I remember I met Richie Sexton at one of those two, and that dude
he was a dick, huh?
All right, so what do you got now?
I'd say Chuck Finley.
Chuck Finley, okay.
Angels and Houston. We got A's and the Angels. That's a tough one. Oh, this one could be too obvious, though. Oh, I got a better one. Jason Isringhausen.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that was a smarter choice.
Mm-hmm.
Houston and this is tough. Randy Johnson. Duh. I almost could have put in Jeff Fassero.
Yeah, that's right. He pitched for the Giants at the end of his career, yeah.
Houston and San Francisco. Stan Javier? Oh, I got Stan Javier in there. I still haven't snuck in.
There you go. I forgot
Houston
that he played for Houston. Mm-hmm.
Houston Cardinals is a tough combo.
Ooh, I got one for St. Louis and Houston.
I ain't going to tell you. Or you ain't going to tell me.
I'll tell you if you want it.
I don't.
Yeah, Bob Gibson, that's a good one.
That's a big one. A's and Angels. It's a tough one.
It's a toughie. Angels, Houston as well too, because those three teams rarely trade in the division.
Or they go to wherever, yeah. Oh, I know what it was. And it's probably going to eat me alive.
I was going to say Carlos Beltran, but
that still would have ate me alive.
Yeah. Lance Burton.
At this point, this is where you give up.
Barry Zito, yeah. Oh, you beat me by a point. Damn it.
No, you won. You got 203, so you win.
Okay. I thought the higher the rarity, the better it is. The lower.
You have to be low. You have to be lower. It's like golf.
Yep. Astros, Angels. Yep. Absolutely. Nolan Ryan. Yep.
And we are back from the break.
Alrighty. I gotta hop
Oh,
off.
you gotta go. Okay.
Yeah. I'm up at 3 a.m. So for work and
Get out of
everything.
here.
So yeah, I gotta get out of here. But you guys enjoy the rest of the game. Chat, as always, good to see you guys. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button as well too. Make sure that Joe gets his subs up, and so we can continue to put out some really cool Seattle sports content, man.
As
I
we
enjoy being
got,
here,
yeah,
man.
thank you. Got one
Have a
out.
Good night.
Good night. Well, there goes Steve. And also, I just got noticed that I just got gifted 5 Root Top Sports memberships. Does that mean I get 5 of those? Guess so, but thank you. Really are carrying my channel. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now our next pitch, and that is low for a ball. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and actually that's going to be dropping in for a base hit. Now we got a man on first base. Game's not going too great so far for the Mariners. It's been pretty embarrassing, if you ask me. And the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. That's his Cedric Mullins up to the plate. And now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 1-1. And the pitch. And that's going to be, that gets away, but that's going to move nobody. Yep, it is very annoying game indeed, Fritz. And Fritz, looks like, so are you now a member now? It looks like you just got in as a member. Because all I know is someone gifted 5 memberships. Wonder who this RGR21 is, because he's been a very charitable guy, I must say. As we're at 2-2. Looks like you did. You did gift them. And that's going to be strike 3 called. Yep, he did gift the memberships. I'm one lucky fool. That's all I'm going to say. I am one. That's all I'm going to say. I am one lucky fool. And now here's the pitch. And now here's a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. Although there is 2 outs, still got to be careful. It's wild. iPhone, you can no longer gift memberships on mobile. Have to use a browser, which is very lame. So you know what? I'll be gracious. So that's basically $30 worth of donations. $30, $20 more, and I'll meet the goal of 50 for the day, which is my daily goal is 50. I want to get $50 per day, which would be really nice. And now we got Juan Soto up to the plate. And he's got man on first and second. And now the pitch. And that is low for a ball. Oh, $20. What is going on? And now that is the goal. The goal is complete. It is over. I have made my $50 for the day. As now we're at 1-0, and now the pitch. And that is low for a ball. Thank you, baseball purists, for your generosity and your support. Okay, see, no face. You have something in you? I'm not going to do that to you too much, as we're at 2-0. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And Fritz, he's throwing in $1 there too himself. So we're going to make that 51. You know what? Let's make it to 100. I'm calling it for 100. New goal. Let's get to 100. And now the pitch. So we're at, I'm going to say 51 of 100. Let's do that. There we go. Nobody beats your record, the pitch. Your record's still at 60, RGR. And, oh, by the way, bad news. Juan Soto has just walked, and that means the bases are loaded. I don't know what I can say about this one. This has not been a good game for George Kirby. And we do got some activity in the bullpen. Brandon Nimmo is up to the plate, and he's got the bases loaded with 2 outs, but it is still very dangerous situation. And now the pitch. And now here's a line drive to center. Oh, and J.P. Crawford makes the catch. And that's going to retire the side. And now, here are some softball highlights to take a look at. Here is my... yeah, here's this one. Yeah, that's one of my teammates hitting an opposite field base hit. So yeah, now that the goal is hit for 50, let's go for 100. And if anyone has like any kind of ideas of like what you guys want to make me do, if like let's say if I do get 100 or 150, let me know in the comments of what you would like me to do or what you would like me to say. We'll see. as commercial break is still ongoing. And we are back from the break, and give me the top of the Mariners lineup. Little League Baseball World Series, Venezuela versus Japan, South Carolina versus Nevada, Chinese Taipei versus Aruba, Connecticut versus South Dakota. Now here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike one. And the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Now here's Randy for the 1-1. And now the pitch, and that's going to be low for the ball. Showing a bunch of stuff right now, and I'm like, can you guys just show me the game? Unless it's like all in between. And now we're at 2-1 and the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 2-2. And the pitch, and that is low for a ball. And strike three called, and he knew it. Now here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate, and that's going to be a foul ball. As Cal Raleigh is batting .249 with 46 home runs and 100 RBIs. And the 0-1 way outside for a ball. And now the count is at 1-1. Don't even need these headsets anymore. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to center field, but nothing doing. Center fielder is there, and he makes the catch, and that's going to be one away. Now here's Julio Rodriguez up to the plate, who arguably started a one-run rally, literally. And now the pitch. Up high for a ball, and that's going to be ball one. Now the pitch. Now here's a line drive caught by Francisco Lindor. And that's going to be one out. Yep. Stop swinging, man. Yeah, Cal Raleigh's just swinging at everything. And that already ended the inning so quickly, too. Didn't even realize that.
Run! Dig it out, run! That's three!
That was my last softball game of the season. We almost won that game. Came up short. And we didn't even get to play in the tournament because it got rained out. Or rained out, shall I say. And yet the fields were still viable enough to play. And I mean, there's people playing on it. Yep, that was a very quick one. And somehow it got to Lindor's glove. So as of now, I'm on pace for 79 Mariners games. I'm at 52. Might be able to do the Phillies games on one of those days. The A's game, I'm going to miss one of them. Let's see, the Padres. I should be able to do all three of them. Oh, wait, the first Padres game I won't be able to. And then the Cleveland Guardians, as we are back from the break, by the way. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that is strike one. As we're at 0-1 and a pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And the pitch. And low for a ball, 0-2. 1-2, sorry. Now we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike three, and that's going to be one away. Some Little League games going on. And now someone got up to the plate, and now the pitch. And that is low for a ball, and that is going to be 1-1. And now here's the next pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. As we're at 2-1, and now the pitch, low for a ball again. And the pitch. Now here's a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit to center field. And now we got a man on first base. And that is Jeff McNeil. Oh, Steve, he just had to get out. He had to go to sleep. It's crazy to me that the Mariners are the only franchise to never make the World Series. Pretty much. Yeah, most people are not aware, but I believe that this is the only team in North America pro sports to have this feat, except with a couple recent expansion teams. It's pretty insane if you really think about it. And if you really want to count WNBA teams too, as we're at 0-1, and the pitch, and that's going to be popped up and fouled, and that should be 0-2. Now we're at 0-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. So we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. Now here's a fly ball to center field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. And now you got runners on first and second with just one out. 80 pitches for Kirby. And it's not so much that Kirby is the pitch count is the problem. It's just that Kirby's just having problems getting guys out. So forget about the pitch count at this point. George Kirby has been struggling throughout this entire game. And it's not going to get any easier once they be playing against the Philadelphia Phillies. Now here is Batty. And now the pitch. And that is low for a ball. And the pitch. Low for a ball again. As we're at 1-1. Yeah, at this point, I think I would pull him out too. And the pitch. And that almost gets away. As we're at still 2-1. And the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. As now we're at 2-2. And the pitch. Way low for a ball. Yeah, George, it's really just not George Kirby's day. Hate to say it, but it really just isn't. It's just not there for him. And the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field, and Randy Arozarena is going to be there, and he makes the catch. And that'll be one away. Now we got Mark Vientos up to the plate. And the pitch. Check swing. He did, and that's going to be strike one. As now we're at 0-1. And now here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. And that actually might be going all the way. And that is gone. That is a 3-run home run for the New York Mets on a 3-run home run. And this game has just been broken open. And that is Mark Vientos with his 8th home run. And that might have just been the dagger for the Mariners. And if I were Dan Wilson, you're going to have to pull out George Kirby right now because he is just absolutely struggling throughout this game. And yeah, George Kirby visibly frustrated as this game has been very frustrating in itself. And I just cannot believe what I just saw. It was a fly ball, and it was just absolutely just blasted out of there. And now there's the pitch, and that's going to be up high for a ball. This game has been completely just broken open. The pitch, and that's going to be a line drive to right field, and that is going to be a fair ball going into the corner. And here's Mullins going to second base. The throw to second, cut off by Cole Young, and now you got a man on second base. Yeah, this is just absolutely just embarrassing. Can't believe what I'm seeing. Just absolutely devastating. Dan just has no sense when a guy just doesn't have it in his time. He's not a real coach. It's the definition of a nostalgia hire to pander to fans. I agree. And I fell for it too. I thought he could have been a great manager. Jeff Fassero thought he was going to be a great manager. I thought he was going to be a great manager, and I guess it's just not to be. And Dan Wilson still has George Kirby out there. He's on 91 pitches, and it's not so much of the pitch count. It's just that it's just not there. Just can't believe what I'm seeing. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be check swing. Did he go? He did not. And now here is the pitch to Lindor. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Francisco Lindor is on the plate right now. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. That's a strike. So now he's just leaving. He's just surrendering the game, leaving Kirby out to dry. Yeah, it was just pretty unfair to him, if you ask me. Now we're at 2-2, the pitch. And that is low for a ball. As we're at 3-2. And the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball deep to right center field. And who's going to get that? Julio. And he drops it. Absolutely miscommunication between Julio Rodriguez and Dom Canzone. And now that's going to be 7-1 on an RBI by Francisco Lindor. But where was the communication between the two of them? That should have been a routine catch. And somehow Dom Canzone and Julio Rodriguez just were not talking. And oh boy, this game is more than just broken open. Julio, miscommunication. Like, looks like Canzone was going to get it. And Julio's like, I got it. And then he doesn't get it. I think that should have been Canzone's. But then Julio at the last second said that he's got it. And he doesn't even get it. Jack Frick, are you going to put your money where your mouth is on that? Are you going to go to the casino and put in money that the Mariners will win this game? Yeah, to say that this is embarrassing is an absolute understatement. I am just in complete disbelief what's going on, and I think that is going to be it. Dan Wilson has came out to the mound, and he has seen enough, and he's going to bring in the lefty Taylor Saucedo. And until then, enjoy some of my highlights.
You're fine. Go fast, you're fine. All right, woohoo!
Just absolutely embarrassing. So embarrassing. I'm, again, just in absolute disbelief of how this game is going on. And we are back from the break. And now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to the first baseman, Naylor. Toss over the first, and that is in time. And in just one pitch, they just retired the side. So just like that, if you just had pulled George Kirby a little bit earlier, then it could have been ending the inning and with a 3-1 deficit. And now the Mariners are going to have to work with a 7-1 deficit. This makes me want to go on a pee-pee trip real badly. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful paintbrush.
Well, that was enough time to have me go to the bathroom, but how embarrassing of an inning that was. DoorDash the pizza. Why didn't you use my deal, RGR21? Still ongoing deal. And now we got a new pitcher. It's Brooks Raley up to the mound. Oh, yeah. RGR21, you don't live in Washington. Where do you live now, RGR? Where did you move? And this game has been embarrassing. And now the pitch to Naylor. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Josh Naylor has 15 home runs this season. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Live in New Mexico. What brought you to New Mexico? And how long have you lived in New Mexico? Now the pitch. And that is going to be in there for a strike. As we're at 2-1. And the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to the second baseman. Throw to first. In time. Actually, it was Francisco Lindor. Had a little bit of a shift move. And now we got one out. No one should be surprised by this at all. It was work. Been there for 2 years. Born in Washington State. Played college ball at CWU. Now you live everywhere in the country but Washington. Yeah, what is New Mexico like? Yeah, isn't New Mexico like really dry and kind of like deserty? And now here is Suarez, and that is going to be a foul ball. Mariners have been slipping quite a bit. And if they lose this game, they're on the verge of losing their second series in a row. Now we're at 0-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. As that's going to be 1-2. You lived in Texas as well. Now we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. And the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball again. Yesterday, Eugenio Suarez did hit his home run. The problem is that Mariners, it was not enough. And now my feed has just completely just frozen. And looks like Eugenio Suarez just struck out, and that's going to be 2 outs. And now here's the pitch to Polanco. And that is a strike. Like, what was the logic in waiting for Kirby? You absolutely shoved. Leave him, yeah. And now Polanco is on the verge of striking out himself as well. 0-2. as this has just been absolutely embarrassing. As we're at 0-2 for Jorge Polanco. And the pitch. And there's going to be a ground ball. This is going to be a foul ball. To say that this has been a really embarrassing game would be an insult to being embarrassing. As we're at 0-2, commentators Carl Ravage, David Cohn, Eduardo Perez, and Buster Only. As we're at 0-2 for Polanco on the pitch, and it's going to be outside for a ball. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. And now Polanco is going to go to second base with an easy stand-up double as he keeps this inning alive, but it may be too little, too late, honestly. Just being honest with all of you. And now here is Canzone. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Looks like Little League Stadium is already heading for the parking lot. Empty bleachers. As we got Dom Canzone up to the plate, and he is at 1-0 right now. Would like to see the Mariners still try to fight back because they really have to. I mean, if they win this game, it will be for the division tie. As we're at 1-0, and now the pitch way outside for a ball. Tokyo Joe, I feel the same way too. Should have taken more opportunities to travel the country. Somehow I wasted it. Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. As we're at 3-0. And the pitch. And that is going to be in there for a strike. And that is 3-1. Canzone is 1 for 2. So he has contributed for the Mariners in this offense. As we're at 3-1, and now the pitch. And that is ball 4, take your base. And now you got runners on first and second, but with 2 outs. And it's going to be up to J.P. Crawford to be the hero. Traveling the country is the easiest thing ever. You have to quit your job, though. Yeah, it's true. And the pitch to Crawford. And now here's going to be a blooper caught by the third baseman. And that is going to retire the side. And once again, the Mariners waste more opportunities. And that is going to retire the side. Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck. Yeah, but you have to come to Washington for that. Yeah, this is like, yeah, 1,300 miles. It's true. RGR21, have you been to the Four Corners, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Nevada? Four Corners, United States. It looks like it is Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, and Colorado. Where you can actually be at 4 states at the same time. And we are back from the break. Mariners players. Suarez has struggled, but Naylor has actually been decent. Oh, yeah, definitely give it a shot. Tokyo Joe. And now we are back from the break. Now here's Sauce. Now here's the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. Yeah, I'm pretty much falling. I'm getting tired from this game too. And the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. And the pitch again. And that's going to be a foul ball. As now we're at 2-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to be 1 out. That is the first strikeout for Saucedo. Kirby had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, it's been a really sad game. And now we got Pete Alonso, and that is going to be 0-1 as he takes a strike. And that's going to be low for a ball. That's going to be 1-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike 2. It absolutely is the Mariner way. And the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Ah, Josh, why? I am not joining your stupid Astros team, but I invite you to join in for this show. Here you go. I just need someone to talk to because I'm lonely. No, just very lonely. You're just here to aggravate me because you think it's funny and cute, which you do. And that's going to be a second strikeout for Taylor Saucedo. And now we got 2 outs, striking out the likes of Pete Alonso. Oh, let him be. He just likes to be who he is, and you can't stop him. And Josh is on the verge of joining the show, which I can't see his face. And now I can. I know you're enjoying this very much, but one thing we have in common is we both got our asses kicked.
Yeah, I will say there were two good things about it, that series. One, we didn't have a perfect game thrown against us. And two, we won the game that we retired Billy Wagner's number.
That's good. Wait, you guys lost at home?
Yes, we did.
What are we
And
thinking
almost
of Randy and
had a
Josh
perfect
Naylor
game
hit?
pitched against us.
Almost.
Yeah, the last no-hitter that was pitched against the Astros was Matt Cain in 2010, and I want to say he pitched it in Houston while pitching for the Giants.
Ah, the World Series Giants.
Yep.
2010 was not a good year for me personally.
It wasn't a good year for the Astros at all. We really
the
sucked.
pitch. Now here's a ground ball, and that should be out. Yep. Easy 1-2-3 inning. Crazy to think that usually I'm the one that like, hey, let's let all the starters go as long as I can. In this game, I was like, no, I wanted Kirby to be pulled.
Yeah, seeing that, I'm all like, George Kirby should probably be pulled.
He really should have. They
Like-
pulled him out too late.
Well, it could be like in today's game where we got walloped. We literally put in this guy that I never heard of, and literally he got one out and gave up 5 runs.
5 runs, huh?
Yeah, and it was so bad that we had to put in one of our higher leverage relievers just to end the inning. It was that bad. And then what was funny is to end the game, because it was so way out there, we put in Chas McCormick to close the game. Hey, he didn't give up any hits or any runs. Shohei, step aside. There's a new pitcher in town. His name's Chas McCormick. Which, speaking of Shohei, did you hear that he's apparently in more legal trouble?
What again? What now?
Well,
What's he got now?
It's apparently a civil case, but him and his agent got a few people fired on a $240 million real estate contract.
What?
Because the agent was making too many demands for Mr. Shohei Ohtani.
You mean the real estate agent?
No.
Well,
The
sports
agent
agent.
of Shohei.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Shohei's not in trouble. It's the sports agent that's in trouble.
Well, this isn't the first time he's been in trouble and had a guy to take the blame.
Yeah. I wonder how much of a payout he got to take the blame.
Yeah, well, especially that interpreter who literally changed his story, took a plea deal, and then went away.
Yeah, he got off pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm all like, that interpreter probably got a nice, lovely check.
From Shohei Ohtani, probably.
Yeah.
I wonder if they even still talk to each other. I doubt it. I think it was one of those, I'm buying you out of my life.
It honestly, it would be hilarious if they still did.
And now we are back from the break, and now here's Cole Young up to the plate.
It's bad when literally Pete Rose says, I wish I had a interpreter.
Now here's a ground ball foul.
Literally, when that was blown up, that's what he said. I wish I had an interpreter.
He is right.
Because the interpreter would have taken all the blame in that situation. Huh. Yes. Oh, living rent-free over there.
They always been living
That
rent free.
little man, he's
And
living
the
rent-free
0-2.
in that person's head right there.
And that is 1-2. And at commercial break, I do have a story from my softball tournament. Been longing to tell you.
I did see the video of it got rained out.
It gets better. There's more to it, and I haven't even released part 2 yet.
Oh no.
There is more to it, and you're gonna be like, huh?
Yeah. That is a huh.
And the pitch. And that's gonna be ball 3. I mean, when you looked at those fields, did you think it was warranted enough to be rained out? Do you think it was like, you can
I've
still
seen
play?
worse. I've seen worse and have games continue.
As we're at 3-2, and now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Pete Alonso. It goes to the bag, and that's going to be 1 out.
Here's an interesting thing. I actually was looking through this, and I don't know why I was, but if you are in postseason play in baseball and you have a game that goes 16 innings or longer, make sure you win it. You want to know why?
Why?
Out of the 5 times that it has occurred that a game has gone 16 innings or longer, all 5 of the teams, well, it's 4 because one was in the World Series, all 4 of those winners went on to go to the World Series, and if you include the Dodgers, 3 of the 5 winners went on to win the World Series.
Eek.
So the 16 there's only been one game that has gone just
And the
exactly
pitch.
16 innings.
Low for a ball.
That was 1986 Game 6 of the NLCS with the Mets. And they beat the Astros and went on to win the World Series that year.
The pitch. It's going to be a foul ball.
And then we have in 2005, the Astros beat the Braves, go on to the World Series, but lose to the White Sox. And then in 2014, the Nationals and Giants have a game that goes 18 innings, and the Giants end up
Now
winning.
here's a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. And at the top of
Hey.
the lineup, you would think that this is a big opportunity for the Mariners. And since you're still in the division lead, pick your immaculate grids between 864 and 861.
Well, we all know how this is going to go since I've only won one of these. Okay. 864 to 861.
And the pitch to Cal Raleigh, and that is going to be a strike.
Oh, I think you should do 864. I'm just going to say.
I already know why.
Gee, I wonder why. It's definitely
I-
not because there's an S
The
here.
pitch. Now here's a fly ball to left center field. That still could be going, and that is gone. That is a home run for the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Home run number 47, and the Mariners are still trying to stay alive. And now it is the Mets 7 and the Mariners 3, and that just got out in a hurry. And that was an exit velo of 94.8. So not exactly the fastest home run, but hey, a home run is a home run.
Okay. You know what? Let's do 862.
Mm-hmm. Cal Raleigh, home run number 47. And I got another $2, and the magic number is now 47 to get to 100, as I already got to my $50 goal.
No, I'm all like, it's living rent free in your head because you keep bringing it up. That was back in 2017. You're getting close to a decade now on that. That's living rent free in your head.
Well, how about when South Korea beat Italy in 2002, and everyone's saying Korea cheated, living rent free?
Yeah. Now there are cases of where a team did cheat, like
And the pitch to Julio, swing and a
So-
miss, and strike one.
basically fix the game to win over the United States. And apparently the United States has never claimed that silver medal.
Why would they?
Well, yeah, they didn't show up for the medal ceremony at all. It's hilarious. And then there's was it the 2000 Paralympics where in
We're at 0-2.
basketball
Oh,
where no
The
team could
pitch.
actually prove that they didn't cheat?
Oh, is this the whole ADHD thing?
Yeah.
Oh, just like the Special Olympics.
They stripped the gold winning team of their medal, but they didn't award the silver place team the gold medal because they couldn't prove that they didn't cheat. And
Yes, we're at 1-2. And the pitch. Low for a ball.
No, I'm not mad about it. I'm all like, I won. You didn't. I'm just saying I'm living rent free in your head because you keep bringing it up. I have something for you. I'm gonna go grab it.
We're at 2-2. And now the pitch. Way outside for a ball, 3-2. And the crazy to think if Dan Wilson had just pulled Cal Raleigh just a little bit, or Dan Wilson just pulled George Kirby a little bit earlier, the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. Yeah, of course he did. Except everything's all in reverse, Buster. Way to go. Man, RGR, just calm your man. Another pitch.
Yeah, I'm all
Swing
like,
and a miss, strike
Yeah,
three.
we know
That's
we
going to be
did.
2 outs.
So was the rest of the league. Cry harder.
2001 Mariners was known to be sign stealing too.
Yeah, I'm all like, cry harder.
Oh man, this is the rivalry. Just imagine if we're in a heated playoff game or a heated game where it's about fighting for the division. Just imagine how intense the chat's going to be with Mariners and Houston.
Yes.
Now here's Josh Naylor up to the plate, and he is fouling.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Ooh.
I think I might take some days off on the. Thinking about taking a day off on the 3rd. No, 19th and the 26th for key Mariners games. Now here's the 0-1, the pitch. And now here's a fly ball popped up into center field. Lindor is there, and he makes the catch. And Josh, get your butt over here. Which one are you going to choose?
862.
All right, let's go.
Oh, yeah. It's not that hard, but I'm all like, it's not in the spirit of the entire thing. Cry harder. Okay. Played first base, Giants. Let's go, Devers. Because I did not want to put him for Boston and Giants because that would tank it. 2000 career hits. Boston, let's go Ted Williams.
That's going to wreck
He's going to crash it, but, honestly, I don't care.
And you should care.
Hey. Okay. Blue Jays. I don't think he did play for the Blue Jays, so let's just toss that one out. 2000 career hits, played first base. Let's go Paul Goldschmidt.
Not bad.
Okay. Giants, Blue Jays, Robbie Ray.
Ouch.
Hey, that was the name that came to mind. Okay. 2000 career hits, Blue Jays. I don't think he did, but I don't think he did play for the Blue Jays, but let's go Vlad Sr. Because I know he played with the Angels, but I thought he played with other teams.
Wait, which one did you want?
Blue
Vlad
Jays
Sr. for what?
2000.
So Vladimir Guerrero The Vladimir Guerrero.
Not his son. I can't remember
No.
if he played for the Blue Jays or not.
He did, and he played for the Expos.
Ah, that's who it was. Because I thought he played for Canada. It was the Expos.
know.
Stinking Expos. They keep throwing me off.
Oh, and we're back from the
Kansas
break.
City Blue Jays. I
Sorry.
did have Kevin
5:34.
Biggio. I just thought of Kevin Biggio. I could have
And the
done that.
pitch. You could have, and you should have.
Yeah, I just thought of him.
Well, here's what it's going to be for 864. That one has
Gee,
an
I wonder
opportunity to
why.
pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the 7th inning stretch, so I'm too depressed anyway. The pitch. Now here's a fly ball drilled to right field, and that is going to be off the wall, and it's going to go to second base, and the throw to second base, and it's not in time.
I'll be
Final
right
sing
back.
it right now.
Something in the oven.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root.
Let's root.
Root for the Mariners.
Expos.
If
we really?
they don't win, it's a shame.
Well,
It would
they
be a
lost.
shame because the Mariners have an opportunity and now they're just throwing it away. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Oh, what's the highest level ball you played in baseball?
Special Olympics.
What are
And
you
it wasn't
diagnosed?
that long.
What are you diagnosed with? I never even asked.
Muscular dystrophy and autism. It's a mild case of autism, but yeah, muscular dystrophy.
Yeah, and me and my basketball team, we just started doing some small practices, so we're hitting the ground running. And I'm going to try to throw these kids into an actual recreational league, like the lowest level recreational, but I still want to throw them in the Wolves, and I'm going to play, and I want to play with them too. I'm probably not going to get the whole team, but I want somebody to play.
Because that was why we didn't, like I say, Special Olympics, but we didn't play that much of baseball or softball or whatever you want to call it. I think it was technically softball, but we didn't play too much of it because there wasn't too many other Special Olympic teams playing. And I was technically the pitcher, but I didn't actually pitch. I just stood there because one of the coaches was pitching instead.
And now we are back from the break.
I'll be right back. Gotta go put something.
That's
in the oven.
fine. And now here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Now we're at 0-1. And the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Fritz with another donation. I appreciate it. Another one. This is now like $54. And now the pitch. And that is strike 3 called. Taylor Saucedo still going in strong. And now we've got one out with a man on second base. Now here is the next pitch to Vientos. Now here's a ground ball right to J.P. Crawford. Easy play throw to first. Scooped up by Naylor, and that's going to be in time. And now we've got 2 away. Mariners are down by 4. It's not completely over, but it's not looking good either. Now here is the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike one. Bro, if he had just brought in the sauce back when Kirby was falling apart. Yeah, pretty much. And now the 0-1. And that is going to be outside for a ball. Mets mascots on a date. Now we're at 1-1. And the pitch. Now here's a ground ball foul. This one person put in the Mount Rushmore of consoles. It's PlayStation 2, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox 360.
Oh! Oh!
I think the 360 is a reach.
And also,
And
I'm
the
going to
pitch.
say this. PlayStation,
ball.
PlayStation 2, you pick one of those, not both. No. Because for all intents and purposes, the PlayStation 2 could play all the PS1 games.
So PlayStation 2, I would
Yeah.
say PlayStation 2, Super Nintendo.
Honestly, I'm going to say this. You could either say the Wii or the GameCube.
What about
At
the
least-
Switch?
I will say at least
1, 2.
Wii. Switch would definitely be up there.
OG
What about the
Xbox.
DS?
OG Xbox.
OG Xbox is like it's good, but it's
We're
like
at 2
most
and
of what
2.
made it iconic was also on the PS2 or the
And now
GameCube.
here's a fly ball to right field, and Canzone is there. And he makes the catch, and that's going to be retiring the side. And now it's time to play the Immaculate Grid. All right, let's do this. I got White Sox and the Mariners. I'm going to do... Let's do
I think even if
Joey
you did
Cora.
really well-known players, you would probably win this if you get the full grid.
I'm just going to do Frank Thomas because I don't really care. Yeah, that's a big hurt right there.
That,
See what I did there?
yeah, that was perfect.
Let's do Ernie Banks. Yeah, that one hurt.
More
Sammy
of that
Sosa.
hurt. More of that big hurt.
And then we got, I'm going to put Jay Buhner. Okay, that's actually pretty big.
Yeah.
Alex Rodriguez.
And I'm going to guess on both those, it was probably Griffey was number one. Or
Griffey's just too
Ichiro.
obvious.
Or Ichiro also could have been up there as number one.
Cal Ripken.
Oh. Ooh, that helped.
White Sox and the Cubs.
Too bad.
I
If
wasted
only-
it on Sammy. I could have used like Kyle Tucker.
Yeah. Should have used that for Kyle Tucker. Yeah.
Talk about a waste. I wasted Sammy Sosa badly.
No. Imagine you could put this as like White Sox Hall of Fame, the Pope.
Probably should have.
If only you could use the Pope.
White Sox and the Cubs.
Because yeah, there's not a lot of players you think of that
Really
who
not.
played for both.
There really isn't much. Either way, I probably still won.
Let's scroll down. Let's see what was up there on the summary for it.
Cubs and White Sox.
Well, you could just do the most popular also.
Ron Santo. Oh yeah, there's like no one I really could have known.
Who was the most popular one? Because that's below the possible answers, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, how would I know?
Just in the grid, I'm pretty sure there's below the all possible answers. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you could have used Ryan, the
No,
late Ryan Sandberg as well. He just passed away.
well, Frank Thomas was pretty much the only one.
Well, yeah.
And now we got Eugenio Suarez up to the plate.
So how have you been feeling about Gino being back in a Mariners uniform?
I mean, I'm happy about it, but he needs to step up.
Yeah, because I've seen his stat line and it's pretty abysmal.
It's exactly what I expected, unfortunately.
Literally, it was like you can almost say it's like an Albert Pujols putting on an Angels uniform.
Pretty much. And now we've got 0-2 for Gino Suarez. Oh yeah, now I got to tell you what happened with the part 2 of the tournament. As we're at 0-2, and now the pitch, and it's gonna be outside 1-2 for Gino Suarez. He's been trash, but he still has put in value for this team.
Because he's got with the one homer, or is it 2?
2. The pitch, foul ball.
Correa has been great for the Astros. The fact that we got him back for a bag of chips.
You know what? I'm just gonna let RGR21 just say whatever he wants because I don't want to mess him up. The pitch. I don't want to F him. I don't want to piss him off because he's been a huge donor of my channel. And he had gifted 5 other people to my channel members. So you know what? RGR21, say whatever you want. Let it all out. The pitch. And strike 3 called.
Let off.
Oh, and how about this? Does this fit?
All right, guys. Goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
Stop it. Thank
Just mix that with the Canzone strikeout. Good vibes. Don't forget it. Right? Just
good vibes only. Cool. And
you gotta love these guys.
World Series, baby. Oh, Suarez was not happy about that. And the pitch to Polanco, and that is going to be, did he go? He did not.
Well, let's see. Called strike. Oh, no, Gino, if you'd done ABS, you would have been wrong. It clipped the corner.
As we're at 1-0. And the pitch.
Complain all you want.
And this is exactly what Polanco did. I'll show you in just a moment. The 0-2 pitch.
You gotta love these guys.
He literally just swing. It was that bad.
It was.
As we're at 1-1 for Polanco, who's actually 2 for 3. And the pitch. And swing and a miss. Bad swing. And that's going to be strike 2. Good vibes only, but we are being treated like children in this series. Bruh, it's back to the World Series. 95, good vibes only. Hanny, baby, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to be 2 outs.
Well, do you want to know what Suarez's wins above replacement is on Baseball Reference for a Mariners uniform?
What?
Just guess.
Total wins above replacement? Or just
this season? Just this season.
Negative 0.5.
Negative 0.3. So slightly better. Probably because he hit that home run.
Now here's Canzone.
It was probably like
a ball.
0.7 before.
You know what? Canzone needs this motivation. The 0-2 pitch.
You gotta love these guys.
He literally just swing. And the pitch. And that is low for a ball. 100-mile-an-hour fastball, by the way.
And if you're wondering about Naylor, he is 0.9 wins above replacement. Same value as Jorge Polanco and Dominic Canzone.
The 2-0. But you would still rather have them than not.
Yeah.
As we're at 3-0. Yeah, if Suarez plays that badly, there's going to be no case for him to bring him back. But I would still say bring him back.
Well, they will bring him back because World Series, baby.
As we're at 3-0 for Canzone. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. And Canzone thought that was outside the strike zone. He was not happy
Oh,
about
it
that call.
was. It was well above.
And now
So
we're at
ABS would
3-1.
have been
The
on his
pitch.
side.
And ball 4, take your base. And now we've got a man on first base. And it's going to be up to JP Crawford, who is 1 for 2. At least he didn't swing at a baddie.
Yeah. Yeah, at least he had the, the knowledge of this is not Taylor Scott, so I don't need to swing at everything.
For anyone that is a WNBA fan, the Seattle Storm have lost 7 of their last 8 games and fell below 500. Oh boy. I'm also going to the Angel Reese game on August 30th in Seattle, and I'm pretty sure my friends that are watching, I don't think they're watching for just basketball. I think they're watching to watch Angel Reese, and I'm not going to explain any further. And the pitch outside for a ball. I think you get the idea. Wait, that's if Angel Reese is playing, though, too, because she has been injured.
Yeah. RGR, do you even think the Mariners could afford to bring Naylor back?
I don't want to know.
Yeah, that.
And now the pitch.
I'm all like, do you know how many people that were on that 2017 team that are on the current team right now? RGR, do you actually know the number?
Carlos Correa and Jose Altuve. And it's crazy to think it's been almost a decade since all of that. And the pitch.
You're missing one as well. You're missing one more.
It's not Jordan, I know that.
No, he was he debuted in 2019.
Yep.
It's Lance McCullers.
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah. 3 guys. And one of them didn't cheat. That's the funny part. He didn't actually cheat.
As we're at 2-2, and now the pitch. And that is a foul ball.
Yeah, he gets way too many boos and way too much hate.
They hate him because they ain't him.
Exactly.
And plus, if Mariners did sign stealing and they were caught, but won a World Series out of it, no, not one Mariners fan is going to ask for it to be vacated.
Yeah.
They'd make as much excuses too. As we're at 2-2 now. The pitch
is that it wasn't just Houston. Like
Boston too.
Boston did it the next year and won the World Series.
But no one talked about that.
Yeah, it was just swept under the rug. The Yankees, the MLB flat out hid that. They knew it. They had known that teams were electronically sign stealing going back to like 2014. And they really didn't do anything until Mike Fiers decided to whistleblow. And Mike Fiers is not exactly what we would call a stellar role model.
So we're at 2-2 still stuck at that.
Well, no, Lance McCullers is a pitcher, but he was on the 20.
And the pitch. And that's going to be popped up into, that's a quick pop up, and that is going to be fouled.
But, like, where the Astros got their sign stealing from was Carlos Beltran. Where did he get it from? He got it when he was with the Yankees, and then he gave it to other teams when he was with them. And Houston just happened to be his last stop.
So do you technically blame Houston for it?
Yeah.
Or I mean the Yankees.
Well, I'm all like, the Yankees were one. Like, I don't blame the Yankees for the whole thing because they were doing it because other teams were doing it. Like,
I guess
the fact that the Rockies and the Red Sox threw this out, that they were pretty sure the Rockies were electronically sign stealing around the same time because they kept hearing something coming from the bench and they looked over.
Now here's a ground ball and diving stop, throw to first, and that is in time, and that's going to be 3 outs.
Oh, no. He wasn't cheating, but he was on the team, so he had knowledge of what was going on.
Now are you ready for what happened on day 2?
Yes.
So I checked the field again because it was on the way to a bowling party with my softball team because that was like our consolation activity.
Yeah.
Went to the field, gates were open, and there was a team playing there. And all fields were dry.
Of course they were.
And the crazy thing is, in order for those gates to be open, reservations had to be set. So I'm like, how did that happen? So who do you blame it on? Do you blame it on the city for telling our league to F off, basically? Or do you blame it on the league for mishandling the situation?
Bit of both.
You kind of have to say both.
Yeah. It's very much a both situation.
Now, what is the league at fault? They're at fault for knee-jerking. There's that. They made a knee-jerk decision. They called it way too early. But it was like Friday, so they just wanted to go home and say, oh, yeah, we're calling it.
Yeah.
And then, what was it? The league. Where would the league be at fault?
Well, the league would be at fault for not having preparations in order to say, hey, maybe we'll have, additional days set aside on this just in case.
They didn't because their excuse was, well, we have other leagues coming up and I got to be there for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Better preparation and then also have a backup plan just in case there is bad weather.
They said that they were looking at the 23rd, but then they were like, but then the league realized themselves that they can't even be present for the league and they have to. Otherwise, there will be liabilities in case of a fight, which I get, but it's still you just hate to see a tournament just outright cancel, knowing that how much time people put into it, especially competitively.
Yeah.
And I think I had the best team that I worked with by far. Our losing differential was only 2.2 runs.
Nice.
The league is at fault for. Oh my god.
You would also have to add the fact that the Red Sox got a World Series championship on top of electronic sign stealing in 2018.
And now we got Jackson Kowar.
So do you want to also play, punish Mookie Betts? Because he was on the 2018 Red Sox. What about Rafael Devers?
That is a strike.
But going on to what I was saying about the Red Sox, so they said the Rockies were doing it, and they were using a Theragun, which is one of those things that have that ball that you would you click and it hits the ball into like an arm or something like that to like kind of like beat the arm so it like kind of relaxes or something like that.
Oh,
and they were using it to signal when signs were coming in. And lo and behold, is around the time that the accusation came out, every home run celebration, someone was waving around a Theragun in the dugout.
And that's going to be strike 3, swing and a miss.
But a good thing is that, like, MLB knew about the whole thing, and they knew how widespread it was, that most of the league was doing it. The only reason why they took action is because Mike Fiers whistle blew. That is the only reason why. They knew the entire time. Fans who say, oh, we knew first. No. MLB knew the entire time.
And
they didn't want to admit it, and they just kept swiping it under the rug.
We're at 0-1 for Juan Soto.
They did the same thing with the steroid situation. Bud Selig himself knew that Mark McGwire was taking steroids all the way back in 1993. Yet he did nothing.
I thought Mark McGwire would have taken it after like 94 when he was out for those 2 seasons.
He was taking it before the strike.
And before his injuries, huh?
Yeah. And the thing was, he didn't hide it. He just had it out that, he was doing it. Literally in most of his interviews in the locker room, you can see the steroids he was taking, like, right behind him. Well, and also, Fritz, the thing is, yes, people have been taking it for a long time, and yeah, they put in drug tests, but they did it for a reason. Because the thing is that steroids and human growth hormones cause your
pitch.
body to do something that's unnatural.
And that's going to be ball 4, take your base.
Because let's look at Barry Bonds. The man should not be hitting that many home runs when he's that old.
Robinson Cano should have not hit close to 40 home runs while playing in T-Mobile Park.
Yeah. And also Barry Bonds' head literally grew while he was doing it. He had to get a bigger helmet size. Your head doesn't grow like that. That's not how.
Yeah, I didn't take the steroids. Why would I do that? That's insane.
I took a balanced breakfast.
I took a balanced breakfast.
Yeah, wasn't that his excuse?
Yeah, it was.
And no, imagine, because you remember back in the day they used to be about like those commercials of eating healthy and a balanced breakfast. Imagine they had Barry Bonds as their spokesman. You too can. If you eat a balanced breakfast, you too can be like me. Hit all these home runs.
And the pitch, and that's going to be up high for a ball.
Be right back. I think my food just got done.
And now we're at 2-1. And now the pitch. And that is going to be strike. And now as a runner go. No throw down the second base. Mariners just really look lost at this point. Now here's a ground ball. That's going to get right through for a base hit. That should be scoring no runs, but it does leave the Mariners in an uncomfortable situation because it is going to be runners at first and third with just one out. Now I want to look at the betting lines where the Mariners would be. And it doesn't really say. People have taken PEDs nonstop for 100 years. They just invented drug tests. Now here's a ground ball foul. Trevor Bauer knew it, huh?
Well, yes. The thing is that pitchers also knew about it. Like, basically, the last people who were to know about the whole sign stealing thing were the fans. They were the last one to know.
Now here's Pete Alonso, who was actually teammates with Jackson Kowar in 2016 with the Florida Gators. And that is going to be a strike. As we're at 0-2.
But
People
also,
have taken PEDs for nonstop for 100 years, and they just invented the drug test. Yep.
the thing is about PEDs is it's not a death sentence for your career. You can still get into the Hall of Fame if you got caught taking PEDs. Because David Ortiz, early on, he got busted for it. I think that was back when he was in Minnesota still.
It was swing and a miss, strike three. Also, I don't think steroids were the reason why those guys are out of the Hall of Fame considerations. I think they were just very unliked by the league. Like Barry Bonds was very unliked by the league. A-Rod was unliked for a very long time.
Well, yeah, and also just steroids are usually the good scapegoat of, you don't belong in. Especially if you're someone who constantly was taking them. Like A-Rod, there's been accusations that he was doing it his entire career.
He was doing it even in Seattle.
Well, no, actually, there are accusations that say he was doing it back in high school.
I heard about that too. As we've got Josh Naylor, he fields it, and that's going to be out. And now we're going to the top of the ninth inning. Last try for the Mariners, but the good news is for them, they do have 9-1-2 coming up, so maybe there is a trickle of a chance that the Mariners can make this some kind of a comeback where they're down 4.
You could make a rally,
They should still have that mindset where it's not over yet.
No.
Because here's the thing. 4-run lead for the Mariners is nothing.
Yeah.
in their last inning.
RGR, Cal is not taking steroids.
It won't even let you bet on like who's going to win, Mariners or the Mets. But remember when I got robbed by the Mariners themselves?
Yeah, they saw that
Cincinnati.
money and they're all like, yoink, my money.
Literally back-to-back home runs.
Yeah, they just yoink that money away from you.
It still hurts to this day.
Yeah, though that is a Mariners thing to do. They just yoink it away.
They ruin it for the
I will
fans.
say for Cal Raleigh, like one thing that people will like, no matter where his home run total ends up, people will say the torpedo bat did help him. And there is a correlation that, yes, the torpedo bat does help. We don't know how much it does, though.
People blame Cal for steroids. I agree completely. You think he's on roids, huh?
No. I said earlier when I saw this that no, he's not taking steroids. So I think it's a completely agree to that. And maybe the torpedo bat.
Victor Robles threw his bat at the pitcher today during a rehab assignment. I heard about that.
What the heck?
To a poor little minor league pitcher.
Yeah. And then,
where's I wonder if OKC boy's still here. No, he's not. Oh, let me show you something that really hurts. Someone send me this.
I understand that feeling entirely. You want to know why? I got that feeling when the Tennessee Tits were wearing the Oilers uniforms.
Don't you mean Go Titans from Austin Powers?
No. No one in Houston calls them the Tennessee Titans. They're the Tennessee Tits.
And now that is going to be a strike as we are back from the break. And this is the very last inning for the Mariners, unless they can make a rally.
Every time they wore those Oilers uniforms, it was
The pitch.
It was disrespectful.
And that is a strike. 0-2.
Because World Series, baby. That's why, TK.
And Rogers is a sidearm pitcher. He's a submarine pitcher, too.
And RGR, if you think I'm a good weather, like fair weather fan for the Astros, because
0-2. That's going to be a
been doing
foul
so
ball.
well, no, I've been an Astros fan my entire life. My favorite player of all time is Craig Biggio. I got to see him play. That was great. Even suffered through those early 2010s, which sucked so badly.
And the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. I'm thinking Moneyball just popped in my mind because the submarine guy reminded me of Chad Bradford. Here's the thing. The movie was trying to explain to him that he was like some no-name signer. Here's the thing. He was part of the team since 2001 with a 2.70 ERA, and they're trying to say that he was like,
this a nobody, dude.
And now here's going to be popped up into, oh no, he's going to catch it, and he caught it.
Yeah.
That is Batty with the catch, and now it's going to be just 2 outs left.
But also the thing is that not all players that were from the steroids era didn't get into the Hall of Fame because of steroids. So a good example, Kurt Schilling, his mouth is why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
He couldn't wait until after he got the Hall of Fame. Then he could have said whatever the heck. Like, look at Mariano Rivera. He said basically the same thing, but because he had Hall of Fame, he's like, yeah, I can say it now.
Yeah. If only they had the policy of removing said people. Though I think if they did that, Bud Selig would no longer be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, Bud Selig. People said that
How
Bud...
the heck is he in? How the heck did he get into the Hall of Fame?
Wait, Bud Selig's in the Hall of Fame?
He is.
That's so PC.
Yeah, I'm all like, how? For
Too
one,
low.
the
And that's
steroids
going to be popped up and fouled.
scandal alone should have kept him out. Also, what he did with the Expos and the Marlins also should keep him out. The whole mishandling situation of moving teams across leagues should have also kept him out.
2-1 the pitch. And that's going to be fly ball, and that's going to be popped up, and that's going to be caught by the second baseman, Acuna. And that, if that's his name, Acuna.
Griffey didn't. Like, okay, we'll never 100% be able to say, but if you look at Griffey's stat line, no, he didn't.
Believe it or not, Mets have their former Mariner, Luis Torrens, as their catcher. And now we've got Cal Raleigh up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And that should do it for this game. And that's going to be a foul ball.
But also the thing is that's kind of the same situation that I look at the sign stealing scandal. Teams did it. My Astros, we did it. But as I say, the rest of the league was doing it. So it's all like, if you want to punish the Astros, you have to punish everyone. That is why Manfred, even though he said for years,
one.
It was
now here's a line drive to left
team.
field, and that is going to be a base hit. And Cal Raleigh is not willing to let this game die.
But
come on, Cal, hit a 7-run home run.
The best home run you could have gotten is if you were playing the Massachusetts version of baseball, which had 4 bases, so you could get a 5-run homer.
Erasmo Ramirez, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
But the thing is that if Manfred gave the players immunity for a reason,
that's a foul ball,
and that reason was because if you took these players down, they were going to take everyone down because they knew those teams over there were stealing, those teams over there were stealing, these teams were stealing. So guess what? You take them down, the entire league goes down, and you then have a whole generation of players out of the league instantly.
0-1
you don't
for
want
Julio Rodriguez.
That would have been a nightmare worse.
Now here's a line drive to right field, and that is going to be a base hit. And now Cal Raleigh is now at second base. Oh, now he's going to third base. He just booked the heck out of it. And now we've got runners on the corner. So this game isn't necessarily dead yet. One swing of the bat, we can make this a 1-run ball game. And it's going to be Josh Naylor up to the plate, but he is 0 for 4. And assuming that, let's say no, I don't believe in rally caps, but you can put one on if you want RGR 21.
But also RGR. So yeah, the Mariners probably didn't do it. We'll never know for certain because the MLB has been very tight-lipped on it. They have, they want it to go away. They want the situation to go away. That's why
Naylor's favorite athlete was Allen Iverson. Now the pitch. Now there's going to be a ground ball, and this is going to do it. The toss over
the rally caps. So much for the rally caps.
And the ball game is over, and the Mariners will go down against the New York Mets, losing 2 out of 3.
In the Little League Stadium.
And now they are 2-6 on this road trip, believe it or not.
And I didn't want to bring this up, but I actually saw a stat that apparently a lot of teams that play in this, the Little League game, is that the team that wins it typically goes to the playoffs.
Oh, man. Wow, not believing in rally caps cost us the game. Ouch!
Or, saying rally caps cost the game. Or, no, rally shoes. Put the shoes on your head.
No, how about rally socks where you don't even wash your socks and it's all sticky and just looks like a shoe.
Or no,
there is a Mariner. Wait, I gotta show you that. There's a Mariners commercial that literally has that, and I'm willing to take the hit on copyright claiming, but I'm gonna show you that Mariners commercial. Hold on, give me a moment, because this was all about superstitions.
Or at Texas Tech, when they get angry about a call on the field in football, a bunch of fans will throw tortillas out on the field.
Oh, would they do that?
Yeah, they do. No one knows why. They do. So
Mariners versus Mariners 2011 commercial, Doug Fister. Gotta show you this. This was actually really funny, I think. Mariners commercials. 178 Mariners commercials. All right, here it is. 2011. Oh, Lucky Charm. Here's what it's called. After these ads, of course.
Of course, the ads.
Ads for ads.
Of course.
All right, here it is. This is the superstition thing.
What's up, man? What's up? Hey, Doug. Hey, are you superstitious at all? A lot of pitchers are.
No, nothing like that. I just stay focused, work hard.
Good. Because I was.
And I never wash my lucky socks. You can borrow those. You get an extra pair.
Just pausing on that face.
Oh, here's more.
Marin.
Yeah, it doesn't let me pause.
Mariners baseball.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta love these guys.
I can't. No, their slogan was "Ready to play."
I just remember you gotta love these guys.
I think I know all the slogans from all the way back to 1994. Actually, it started in 1996. Hold on. First, let me de-share this. So it goes like this. It was, you gotta love these guys. Ain't baseball great? After Ain't Baseball's great, we've got, Soto Mojo, Viva la Mojo, Mariners baseball. Hey now, get all of it. What? Oh, this one. Mariners baseball. What a show. Mariners baseball. My, oh my. Okay, that one wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's good.
And then, 2008. You know the season where they lost 101 games?
Yeah.
This was their slogan before the season started. Mariners baseball. The mojo's rising. Yeah. Then 2009. Mariners baseball. A new day. A new way.
Kind of a response to the previous season.
And in 2010, before another 101 loss season, Mariners baseball. Believe big. And then 2011,
you didn't
Mariners
have to lose
baseball.
100 games because was that when the Astros came in, or was that the next? Oh, that was the next season. Because
a couple seasons late, 2013. Okay, and then 2010 was 2011 was Mariners baseball ready to play. Oh, and then 2012 Mariners baseball get after it. 2013 all the way up to like 18, I think. Mariners baseball, true to the blue.
I wouldn't even think of it as blue as their typical uniforms. I would say that's like a teal, greenish.
What was their 2019 one? I'm curious what 2019 was.
We suck. 2019, we suck.
Mariners baseball, we're tanking.
Or no. What
it was
is,
still true to the blue. And then they didn't have a Mariners commercial until 24, basically. And it was just Trident's up, I think.
No. You know what it should be, though? What was DePoto's line of how, like, what win percentage they were looking for?
54%.
Mariners baseball, 54%.
My favorite
54% of the time.
Mariners baseball. Do you all a favor.
We don't want to win a World Series.
What's another one? Mariners baseball. And John Stanton we trust.
And Nintendo we trust.
Yeah. Mariners baseball. World Series, baby. Should ironically be 2006. Mariners baseball. See you next year.
That's the beginning of the season.
Mariners baseball. World Series, baby.
And then a weekend. See you next year.
I was looking into it. There's only 2 teams that hit Jerry's 54% mark, went to multiple World Series. Dodgers and Astros.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work for the Mariners. And they didn't even hit 54% last season.
Well, and also the thing is that that's not the mindset you should be going in. The reason why the Dodgers have gone and won multiple is partly because they've just spent buku-hoodles of money, but they have the mindset that they're going to the World Series. The Astros
and they have a good farm system too.
Is we want to go to the World Series. We want to be there. Rangers, when they won it, they had the mindset. We want to go to the World Series. Mariners have the mindset of we want to win 54%.
Yeah, and now here
Same.
And now here is we gotta do this again. I feel like every time the Mariners lose, we're just gonna end up playing this every single time.
My point is it's across all Seattle sports. It's this idea, like people pleading 3-4 years ago to bring back Ichiro. When Ichiro's like 93 years old. I'm like, no, I do not want to bring back Ichiro. Like Griffey when he's got a walker out there and he gives you a single every 60 games. Like the list goes on and on. Like people crying. Like Haniger comes back, and you think that we just signed a Hall of Famer. Like he was injured all of last year. He's like 33 years old. We trade for him, give up on Robbie Ray, which whatever, and all of a sudden, I swear, all of Twitter is like, World Series, baby! Let's go! Let's go! He was a negative WAR player for them last year, but because we love Hanny, baby, he's going to come and save the Mariners.
Well, actually, funny thing is that you could almost compare that to Carlos Correa coming back for the Astros. Except the thing is that Carlos Correa wasn't a negative WAR player.
Yeah, just like Haniger was a negative WAR player, and they got
and then traded away Robbie Ray for nothing, and he's been the Giants' only like really good spot.
Yeah. Well, I hate to do this, but unless there are Mariner fans that want to vent more and join the show, I am taking off. The only shorts I'm doing
with 2.9 ERA and 152 strikeouts. Jeez.
The only shorts I'm doing is a Cal Raleigh home run and 2 Julio F-ups.
Oh, so where is Cal in terms of like how many home runs is he at?
Cal Raleigh's at 47 home runs.
Well, then I'll be able to try to give you an update on where he is in all the home run races, like I did that one.
And let's just do that until I take it off.
Any thoughts about the upcoming series in Philadelphia?
Possibly Tuesday. Tuesday's my next target, but that would be the only one. Monday is going to be a no because hashtag don't quit your day job. Tuesday I'll possibly make it. And Wednesday is don't quit your day job, but I should be there for 2 of the 3 A's games.
So Monday, the probable pitchers for Mariners Phillies is going to be Logan Gilbert and Ranger Suarez. That's going to be a tough matchup.
Mariners could very much have everything undone by this entire road trip, this East Coast road trip.
Good thing is the Astros are going to play in Detroit, so we'll see how they play there because they've been kind of just spinning their wheels and stuff. But now, good thing. Now it's bad for me, but good thing for the Mariners is Hader is out for the rest of the regular season. He might be back for the postseason, but who knows? Though in doing so, then they signed this like really great reliever that was still on the market somehow, and he's been really good for them. So we'll just see how that goes. Okay, let's see. Tuesday. It hasn't been announced who the Mariners pitcher is going to be, but they're going to be facing off against Sanchez. And then let's see, Wednesday. It's Luis Castillo versus Luzardo. That's some really tough matchups there.
Could be.
And at least it's not the Brewers. Jeez, the Brewers no one seems to be able to beat.
No one can beat the Brewers.
Yeah, I think that's your National League team. I think they could easily just ride this all the way to the World Series.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take off. And TK, thank you for being here. And the biggest shout out is actually going to go to RGR21 because here's what he did. I'll show you exactly what he did. He did this.
Yeah.
He did this. And he does this. And he did that. Along with Baseball Purist threw in $20.
Jeez.
Then we got Fritz. And Fritz doing that again. So got some good company today and a lot of engagement. Really appreciate it. What means more to the money is people just chatting it up. And
yeah,
that's what it's all about. It's not about the money. If it was about the money, then I wouldn't be here.
Well, and also, you wouldn't have a day job if it was about the money.
Well, if YouTube was about the money, if I was making money, I would still have a day job. I would just lighten it up a lot.
Well, yeah, you would make it to where it's the supplemental part. It's not your most of your income, whereas this is kind of the supplemental income.
This is basically paying for like a meal.
Yeah. Though, who knows, as you grow it probably will change.
Know. Take time. That's what they say. It takes time.
Yep. Go Astros.
Well, it's go Mariners. That's all I'm going to
say.
Go
Astros. Woo-hoo. World Series, baby. World Series.